What is going on, everybody? What's up, Mr. Brian Horton?
Not much, man. Out of my element down here at the beach, man. You know how it goes.
I hear y'all having fun down there at the good old hot beach.
Yeah, Pops is in there preparing the meat stuff. I'm doing some hibachi on the flat top when we get done.
Oh man, that sounds good, bro.
I'm doing a little ha cha 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 cha.
That's right. DNTV. Hey guys, what is up? DNTV. Tez. Hey hey. Miss Christy Lee. What's up? Mama D. What's up, Miss Dorothy?
Mama D.
We got Robbie from Honan, Scotland. That is awesome.
It is.
Miss
Thanks for joining.
Sherry. What is going on, Miss Sherry? And we got Mr. Daryl Evans. What is up, Lost
So, Mr.
Souls? I hear
Decker.
you, brother. Well, we got a good show tonight, Brian. We're gonna do things a little bit different if you don't mind, brother. Instead of me and you being the host, we got some special co-hosts tonight. Cody's gonna have a good night tonight.
Yes, he
So
is, brother.
I'm gonna bring out the first host, and you speaking of hot down there. This man can tell you about hot. Everybody, welcome the co-founder from Global United Paranormal Foundation, who's finally got internet back, by the way, Mr. Eldon McInville. What is up,
What's up,
brother?
fellas? 108 degrees down here in Arizona, and yeah, let me tell you, it's a little warm down here.
Yeah, I could imagine. I couldn't do it, bro.
Nope.
Couldn't do it.
No, couldn't have to have an air
Mr.
conditioner around my neck at
Alex.
all times.
That's right. And we
Oh
got
yeah.
one more host tonight that we're gonna bring out, and I don't even need to give her a. I don't even need to tell them who they are. All I got to do is bring her out, and everybody in the world is gonna know her. But we got
Yeah.
Miss Patty from the G Team.
Hello.
What's up,
What's
Miss?
going on, Miss Patty?
What's up, Patty?
Oh, not much. How you doing?
We're hanging in there. Got a good
Good,
show
good.
planned for tonight. I brought y'all in with us because this guest that we got tonight, I guess you would call his team a upcoming team. I don't know how long they've been going, but we're gonna find out how long they've been running. But I tell you, man, I'm seeing really good things out of this team. Really good things. But Brian, anything you want to add before I introduce our guest?
Hey,
If you haven't
Heather.
got
Sorry.
Parapost yet, go to on your ISO device, download it from the Apple Store, or either go to Google Play on your Android device, download it, or either go to www.parapost.net.
That's right. Uh, Greg and Heather. Hey, mom.
Hey, Heather. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Patty from Miss Sherry.
Hey,
So,
Miss
Miss Sherry.
Sherry.
Miss Emmy. Hey, hey, Patty.
Hey, Emmy. Hi, Chrissy Lee.
All right, so our guest is going to come out tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to give too much of his info because I want him to talk out, but I really respect these people. His team is first responders, pretty much, and they they do first responding for their main job and paranormal investigation for their second. So I'm gonna introduce him to everybody, Mr. Cody from First Line Paranormal.
What's up?
What's up, Mr.
What's going
Cody?
on?
Glad to have you on Paranormal Static tonight, man.
Well, I don't even know how to say this. I mean, I'm just getting on all these shows now, so I appreciate everyone requesting us to, get out there because it's probably been like a year or so that we just kind of kept to ourselves and just trying to build our foundation.
That's what it's all about, man. And if anybody can tell you about building a foundation, it'll be Eldon, me and Brian, and Miss Patty, because we worked hard on what we built. We went through a lot of tough times and tribulations to get to where we are now, and we're still not where we want to be, but
Yeah,
united and networked together, we're gonna make it further.
That's
That's
right.
right.
that's right.
But of course, I don't know if you've met Miss Patty yet. This is Patty Adams. She is, I guess, you would be the founder of the G Team Paranormal, Miss Patty.
Yep. Founder, the owner of the G Team Paranormal.
And she does amazing things. She's If you go to YouTube and check out the G Team Paranormal, I mean, there you could sit there for 2 weeks straight watching videos and never watch them all.
There is a lot. It's
Yep.
been
Been around for
almost
a
7
while.
years now. Yeah.
Let me catch up with a few comments real quick. We got Daryl Evans saying hello, Cody.
Hey, hey.
Miss Irene says, hi, guys. DNTV says, hey, Cody. Miss Karen, hello. I hear for a few, but we appreciate you to joining us while you could. Means a lot. And thank y'all putting Cody's links out there already. That's what I'm talking about. His links is in the description if you need it. Miss Angela, love you, Patty, and everyone.
Hi, Angela.
Speaking to Miss Irene, these comments is coming in so fast, I'm skipping them. Hi, Patty. Hi, Heather.
Hi there.
And Jason, what is up, guys? It's the bearded Jason from Pimp. What is up, Pimp Paranormal? Let's see.
The Cushmans.
Irene telling Mackenzie hi. Yep, we got the Cushmans from the Octagon Mansion at 585. Hello, Mr. John and Debbie. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Christian saying hello, Patty.
Hi, Christian.
I love investing with Patty. Yep. Ooh, the comments is rolling, y'all. All right, so Mr. Cody. So you say y'all been rolling for about a year now?
That's correct. It's probably about a few months now, over a year.
That's awesome. Well, I tell you, man. Whenever I told them that y'all were all first responders, is that everybody in your team is actually a first responder, or just some of y'all, or how's that work?
Our brand newest member, she is not, but she does have family that's within, the different parts of the first responders. So I believe her husband was ex-law enforcement, if I'm not mistaken.
Awesome.
But everyone else, Kim's a dispatcher, I'm in law enforcement, and my girlfriend on the team, she does like travel nursing stuff. And when we say first responders, we try to incorporate everybody. I mean, we're talking like EMS, nurses, military, correctional officers. I mean, just everyone you can throw in there.
Right. I understand that completely.
We support everybody in that.
Well, I love what y'all doing. I was actually privileged enough for Cody to send me some footage of some of their investigations, and I'm gonna tell you something. I really enjoyed watching their footage. And one thing that I really like about y'all, Cody, is that y'all are, I'd say, half skeptic, half not.
Correct.
So y'all take everything with a grain of salt, and their first instinct is, let's go debunk. Really makes a good team. Miss Patty can tell you all about that, so can Eldon, because that's part of our job is debunking.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep.
Yeah, we went on cases where people sitting there saying, oh, my door keeps opening on my cabinet, and you got Brian Horton in there with a leveler and a piece of string and a rock tied to the end of it, and he's trying to find every reason that cabinet could be opening or moving. And he's the same way, and I love it.
Awesome.
Mr. Raymond Newsom, what's up, brother? Raymond is in the PD division of Kentucky. Anybody in the Kentucky area that's looking to join a team, Raymond is taking applications and hiring for Kentucky.
Hi, Raymond.
Raymond.
But yeah, I tell you, man,
Robert,
I've looked.
If you kind of take a look at it and you look at those folks in EMS that's part of the paranormal field, I think they've got a piece of equipment that I think has an edge on most of us, and that's the EKG machine. Because this machine is going to determine what your vital signs are. You're going to get a printout of that. And you can hook somebody up to this machine without them actually looking at it. And you ever seen the shows that says, well, I see this or I feel that? Well, we don't see or feel anything. But when you hook somebody up to that machine, it's going to tell what they're feeling and what they're going through. And you're going to actually be able to get documentative, technical data on what it is they're feeling. And when they say, I'm feeling this or I'm feeling that, you're going to see a printout or you're not going to see a printout. You see what I'm saying? So I think the EKG machine is something to look into in the field that's going to be able to tell whether we're feeling something or sensing something or not.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like what we're doing with the Fitbit watches and the Galaxy smartwatches and the iPhone watches. We've started wearing them on investigations. Right. That way, if we encounter something paranormal or we can actually look and see our heart rate. We can see our blood pressure. We can see everything through that watch. And just to kind of give us an example of, your hair starts standing up on your arm or your neck, or your spidey senses is kicking in other words, you can look at that watch and take your camera and film it just so you got actual proof of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something, Robert.
right.
I usually try to not spill anything out with our episodes. However, since we're talking about this, all of my team except me, I don't, I'm old school. I don't wear one of them watches, but the rest of my team does. They've got Apple Watches. And one of the rooms there that we kept going into, their heart rates would rise. And I would also feel something within that room. And, I mean, I'm talking like one of our members was like about 98 to 100. And she sent me a picture of what she normally sits at. And it was like 65. So,
Wow.
I mean, and it was throughout the night that this stuff was happening. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
You'll see that in the video whenever it comes out.
I can't wait, man. And I shared the links to your Facebook, but if you don't mind, in the chat over there for everybody to see it, type in the link to your YouTube so people can go subscribe to you, bro.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
y'all going to
'cause
love what these guys are doing.
we do not have a custom link yet, so it's a little rough.
Miss Rochelle, hey, guys.
Hey, Rochelle.
Miss Sherry said, I hope I've got all the links right from everyone. Oh, you always do, Sherry. Thank you so much for that.
So there's our YouTube there.
Awesome. And Miss Karen says she is moving to Kentucky now. Horse, green grass, very pretty. Interested in being on a team, look up Raymond G. Newsom. He is looking for people to help him in the Kentucky division. And I'm telling you, the guy, you can go watch his videos. He does excellent work. He's got some big things lined up. Let's see here.
And of course, if you can't remember the YouTube link, we've got a website up that has all of them.
Yeah. Jason said he would definitely sub. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Yep, just got from over there myself, and I'm subbed as well. So
that's what I'm talking about.
Thanks, sir.
And anybody out there that ain't been watching, go subscribe to the G Team Paranormal also, because I'm telling you, you're gonna love what they do.
Thank you.
Mr.
Hey,
Robin,
let me tell you,
hello,
I've been
brothers and
subscribed to
sisters.
GT Paranormal for about 3 years. And in 3 years, man, I've watched some phenomenal videos from G Team, and it doesn't
Yes,
stop.
sir.
It keeps coming. Patty keeps bringing it.
Thank
Dan-
you.
Hello, Mr. Don Vic
And
Show.
your storytelling is very excellent.
And make sure you guys subscribe to my daughter too. My daughter Heather. We started this together, but she has her own channel now too. So she's a part of the G Team still and always will be. In the beginning it was her and I.
Where can I find that link, Patty?
Karen, can you put Heather's link in here? Her channel was called Heather's Hauntings, and now she's changed the name. So, I don't know. I just know how to find it, but she's in my. I just go to the left, and there she is.
I like how that is. Patty and her daughter investigate together. Me and my pops investigate together.
Yep.
Here, I can. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Mr. Robin, hope everything is well.
I just didn't want to knock myself out of this, but I think I can do this.
Karen says she was teasing. We can move anywhere since we're retired. My family won't move by humbug. Jason said we actually just hit 3,333 subs.
What
That's
a
awesome,
number.
brother.
We're talking about.
Miss Karen said, I do
All
not
right.
see the links on the chat Patty shared. She's working on it.
All right, how do I put it in the chat now? I don't see a way to put it in the chat.
At the bottom where it says post a comment, click comments at the top over there.
Okay.
And at the bottom it'll say post a comment.
Oh,
And looks like Sherry just shared out Miss Patty's YouTube channel. Thank you for that.
yep, thank you. Oh, Chrissy's going to post Heather's link too. I still don't say it. I put it in the private chat.
Okay. Let me copy it and I'll share it for you.
Okay. I'm still learning this StreamYard here.
Oh, we're going to get you right with StreamYard.
Right.
All right. Get me right.
There you go. I sent it to every
Woo.
one of
All right.
them.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Now look
Gotcha.
like we got a question here from Parapost Network. What drives you guys to go out every other day to do an investigation on the paranormal? I'm gonna start with you, Cody. We're gonna let you answer that one, brother.
I don't know. Like I've told people time and time again, I feel like the paranormal has chosen me because I may have watched the shows growing up and been into it here and there, but a lot of times just being out and about, I always get somebody to come up to me and say, "Hey, did you know there's a place down here that's haunted?" Or this, have you heard this place is haunted before? And they would never even known that I was into it. So, but as far as what makes us go out, I don't know. It's that the curiosity thing.
Yeah.
We feel like there is some odd occurrences going on. However, just sitting here at home and thinking about it's not really gonna, you know what I mean? You're not gonna figure anything out. So you just have to get out there and see for it yourself.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
for me and Brian, I think I can speak for me and him both on this part. What drives us is helping our clients, because more of the investigations that me and Brian does is homeowners contacting us that's having issues and problems in their home. I mean, don't get me wrong, we still like to go do these big locations that people say is haunted, but 80% of our clientele is actual homeowners that's having issues. And when they contact me and they say, look, we're having problems, my child's seeing this, or I'm seeing this, or I'm waking up with bruises, or whatever the case may be, we take that serious. And if we can go in there and disprove claims, great. If we can go in there and catch stuff, great. But our main objective is to make that person feel comfortable in their home.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Awesome. Yep.
Elvin, what about you? You want to throw an answer at that comment there?
Man, my drive comes from an early age, man. I was pretty devastated on some things I experienced as a child, and my drive is to be there for those people experiencing the same thing. I don't want them to have to go through that, and I don't think any child needs to as well. And my drive for investigating is to gain more knowledge, better understanding, to better help those people in need. That's what my drive is.
Yeah. What about you, Miss Patty?
Well, my drive is I just really and truly enjoy communicating with spirits everywhere, anywhere, everywhere. I just love it. I wish I had more home investigations to do. That's something that I've always wanted to do. I enjoy those, but I don't really get a whole lot of, people that contact me to tell me they have a home that needs to be investigated. But when it does happen, it seems like it's always so far away. I just can't, you know what I mean? Like in Maine or Australia, the
Yeah.
UK, okay, if you could come here, I can't. So, but I enjoy communicating with spirits. You never know what you're going to hear, what you're going to see, what you're going to feel. It's just a thrill. I just love it. It's adrenaline rush going
And
into some of these places.
and some people, Patty, I believe, like I'm sure there's a lot more people around you that probably would want someone to come in and do that for them. But I think a lot of these people are kind of afraid to reach out because some of them feel like, they feel like they might be going crazy and
Yeah.
they don't know how to communicate that with, especially with people they don't know. So
Yeah.
Yeah. We get that a lot too. One of the biggest things that we get when we interview a client is, I hope you don't think we're crazy. No, we don't think you're crazy, because we've been in your shoes.
Yeah.
And just about every paranormal investigator in the field has had some sort of paranormal experience to make them want to do this. Now, there's a few out there who's never had an experience. They love the idea of it and they want to learn and research and do it like that.
Mhm.
But most of us has had some sort of experience in our life that led us to this.
Yeah. Wow.
So Irene telling Parapost hi. Miss Angela, the RMS Queen Mary is haunted by several spirits.
Yes,
Brian,
it
you
is.
might know a
Been
little
there.
something about that.
Yeah, I've investigated it before. pretty cool place, especially down by that swimming pool area.
Mm-hmm.
Heather's commented from Greg and Heather's EVP sessions. Is that a new channel? It's not Greg
Yes.
and Heather's explorations. It is different.
Yeah, Heather, my daughter Heather and her husband Greg just recently started a new channel doing one-on-one EVP sessions with people. She was doing it on her channel, but and was, doing pretty good, doing quite a few videos, but she's up a separate channel for that now.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Miss Irene says she subscribed to all of them. Thank you so much, Miss Irene.
Sorry.
Yes, thank you.
Lee Johnson in the UK saying hello all.
Hello, Lee.
What's going on?
And Karen said, "Oh, I am not a moderator, Patty, so it won't link when I share it."
Oh, so she's not able to share the link in here, but you already shared it, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's out
Okay.
there.
Okay.
And Parapost Network Central. Why are spirits still hanging around and not cross over? That sounds like a good question for Miss Patty.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
That's my answer too.
I wonder the same thing sometimes. I mean, maybe
That's
they feel like there's something that they still need to do here, or they feel bad because they know that there's people grieving their loss. I mean, there could be so many different reasons why they're still hanging around. We don't really know. Nobody can say that we 100% know what's going to happen after we die.
Nope.
We don't know what they're facing. We don't know what
That's the
happened. We don't
million
know
dollar
if they.
question.
Yep, that is. So who knows? Who knows why? There could be a zillion reasons why they decided to say, you know what, I'm staying over here. I
Yeah.
don't,
They
who
could
knows?
be scared about what they're fixing to face.
It could be. It could be. I mean, there could be so many different reasons. And that's what I like to try to find out. And in my spirit box sessions, I ask that question a lot. Why are you still here?
Yeah.
You know? And I hear all kinds of answers.
Yeah, that's one of Brian's favorite questions too. Why are you still here?
Yep.
Mr. Darrell said, "I'm going to do my first house investigation at the end of the month. I can't wait."
Oh, I love
Darrell,
that.
if I can give you any advice, Darrell, it is help the client, brother. That's what it's all about. It ain't about finding evidence. It ain't about proving nothing. It's about helping the client.
Yep. I wish I would get more calls or emails for stuff like that because I really enjoy that.
Well, I tell you, if
I've
you was a
done a
little closer
few.
to North Carolina, we could sure hook you up with some cases.
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We get at least
Well,
2-3 calls every 2 weeks.
I'm actually starting to
Really?
get messages now too, so
Yeah.
I think there's quite a bit out here.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Irene said, Parapost Network Central, sometimes they can't or won't cross over. So you can't help them all, and sometimes they don't want to cross over. And
That's what I'm
correct.
thinking. Yeah.
Irene said, I would help to reach out if asked. Miss Sherry says, I want to get back out there, but I've been healing from a small operation, but I will be ready soon. Can't wait to see you get back out there, Sherry, and look forward to seeing the videos. I think I scrolled too much. I did. Okay. We got Tess saying, hi, Miss Patty.
Hi, Tez.
Sherry saying she supported Cody. And Mr. Jason, the other Jason from Pimp Paranormal. What is up, Mr. Jason? Parapost having a chuckle. Nobody really knows. You're right, Tess.
Mm-hmm.
And Lee sharing his link for his page. Y'all give Lee a like and a try. Watch his videos. He's got some good lives out there as well. Did anyone hear that? Which part? I'm hearing a lot.
Okay, so Chrissy is one of my good friends, as well as there's a lot of my good friends in here right now, but she can hear spirits like you wouldn't believe.
That is awesome.
So she must have heard something, and I'm sure she'll send me a screen recording of it later. She probably heard a disembodied voice or something coming through. She
That
hears
is
stuff
awesome.
like that all the time. Yeah,
If you get one, share it with me, please.
I will.
All right. So Joy says, so spirits come to stay. They are not judged by God or ? To stay on earth.
We just don't. We don't really have the answers.
No, if we had
can't
all the
say-
answers, we wouldn't be seeking them.
Yeah, you're
Good
right.
job.
Yep.
Lee says one big community put the normal back into the paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're trying to do, brother.
Yep.
It's all about networking and true friendships, working together,
Like,
helping each other no matter what.
That's right.
like I always say, one goal, one answer to truth. That's what we're here
That's
for.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl says, when I do
Mhm.
come to America to see you guys, will be good to see what the places in America are like. Buddy, I could take you some places. Miss Patty could probably take you more places than I could. That would blow your mind, but we can blow your mind over here.
That's right.
I love North Carolina. I do want to come up there and do some more filming soon, Robert.
Oh yeah,
That's
we
where
would love to have you.
yeah, that would be great.
We
All
got
right,
something in mind. We'll talk about later.
yeah.
Okay.
When spirits ask for help, does that mean they are stuck here for some reason, like not going to heaven when they were supposed to go?
It's
And see,
possible.
that's one of those questions that there's a lot. You start getting into religion with this question, and we
Mm-hmm.
don't like to get into religion because you got people that believe purgatory is real. You got people that believe as soon as you die, you are judged and go to heaven. And you got those people that believe that judgment day is waiting on the return of Christ. So it gets into a
Yeah.
religious base with that question, and
Yeah.
nobody
Yep.
knows. Nobody knows.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Yep.
I scrolled a little too far again. Good God, the comments are rolling. Uh, Let's see. Night Watch and Key to the Other Side just teamed up and are planning some major investigations.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I love to see networking. That's what it's all about. I mean, you look at what we're doing with the global ghost hunt. One big networking family to make this
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Yep.
And Miss Karen, Tez, do you see everyone's comments? I see yours and Christy's recently, and Christian, Jason, and Heather's earlier. If you're on YouTube, you're probably just going to see the YouTube comments. You're not going to see all the Facebook comments.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Christian, yes, Chrissy is so good catching at it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
He says she's really good.
Yep. Yep.
Do ghosts have accents like when they were alive?
Yes.
I
I
believe they
feel like
do.
they do. Yep.
Okay.
You
Oh,
hear it in the EVPs. You can hear the English accent,
Mhm.
Australian,
I feel like
German.
sometimes you can hear it in the spirit box too,
yeah,
Yep. Oh
exactly.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
which is
And
odd.
it's
But
theorized too that they'll actually have the same tone as they had with the voice they had in real life too.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Miss Tila. Hello, Sister Sherry. How are you? Hello, Tila. Daryl's telling Tila hello. Tez, I'm only seeing you, Karen, Christy. Yeah, that's what it is. You're only seeing the YouTube comments. You're not getting to see the
Yeah.
Facebook comments because we're streaming on 8 different locations.
Okay.
Have any of you ever used a crystal ball to see a ghost?
No, I
I
have
have
not.
not.
I have a crystal ball, and I've yet to see anything in it. I'm just being honest. I haven't seen nothing. I've
Yeah,
sat and stared at it and stared at it and did all this, ooh, whatever stuff with it. And I'm like, I don't see nothing. One day I'm thinking I'm going to look at it and see a face looking back at me, but it hasn't happened yet.
yeah. And when it does
But
happen, more than likely you will not have a camera
I
nearby.
know. I know. Exactly.
this
Yep.
this will be like the float. This
oh
will be like the
god,
floating head on Dizzy's Haunted Mansion inside the crystal ball.
Yeah, I know, right? Miss Sherry said, I'm okay, Tila, just supporting. I had Barry Fitzgerald on my show on DNTV today. It was awesome. He's amazing. Sherry, I'm sorry I didn't get to catch that show, but I promise you, when this show is over, I will be going back and watching that show.
Hmm.
I had to go to town and deal with some things today with my wife. Today was her only day off, so it's been a busy day.
Karen
Yeah,
wants to
I'm
know
sorry I missed it too.
she wants to know where to see it on Facebook.
You can go to PD Region Paranormal. You can go to Parapost. You can go to DNTV.
Hmm.
You can go to Parafam Entertainment, Paranormal Postmortem. You can go to Parafam Studios. I am streaming live to all of those platforms. And Ted said, I think they can sound however they want to sound, and there's no language barriers.
Yep.
And, that's kind of true because think about it. If you think back to whenever we were watching the original Ghost Hunters back in the day, they go overseas like Ghost Hunters International. They go overseas, and not only are they catching that language, but they're catching English. Then
Mm-hmm.
we come over here and investigate, and we're catching English and Spanish and French. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's no barrier on it.
I don't think there is either. Yep, I agree.
Jason said we had an EVP that was a Southern black soldier, and it was crystal clear while investigating Devil's Den in Gettysburg. Brian, they've been up
Wow.
there where you want to go, buddy.
Yeah, I'll go Valley Forge.
I can't wait to go there.
Is it more likely for you to see a ghost when you are by yourself than with a group?
Not
I think
necessarily.
so.
It goes both ways because you got to
Yeah.
think of it. Spirits feed off of energy. Okay, so if like Miss Patty, she's got some abilities that most people don't have, so she's going to put off a different kind of energy than say I would. So they might not be attracted to my energy. I might not have enough energy to fuel them to where Miss Patty would. So it
Mhm.
just kind of depends on who you're around, I believe, and
Yeah.
what you have, like a EMF pump or something that can create that energy for them to
Mhm.
use.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's been times I've had a larger group with me and it just seems like nobody got any activity, and then there's times where it's just one or two of us and all kinds of stuff's happening. But I don't know.
Sometimes the
I
more
have,
people you have, you got to figure that the spirits seem to be kind of like the way they were in real life. If they're shy people, a lot of people present, they may not want to come out. They may not want to talk to you,
Right.
or maybe they might feel
Yeah.
offended that you're in their space with so many people. But there are so
Yeah.
many parameters and so many things to take into account when you're dealing with spirits, whether they're going to show themselves to you or they're not. There's a lot involved
Yeah.
in it.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well, I
true.
mean, this just like, for example, me and Brian's went to a weekend ghost hunt at one location. We go in the first night and we didn't catch anything, not one thing the whole night. And then we go take a nap. We get up, we go back for the second round, the second night, and it's balls to the wall all night long with evidence. Nothing changed.
Yep.
Same people, same
Yep.
location. It just that's how it works.
I know. I've had that happen before too, what you just said. Weekend stays somewhere, nothing happens the first night, but the second night
Yep.
it's on. Everything's happening.
Hmm. Hmm.
Night Watch Paranormal Group says, I have an experiment involving electromagnetic energy and crystals at Crossroads. What do you think could happen there? Cody, you got any experience with crystals and stuff like that, brother?
I do not, and
I do.
everyone is different as far as that goes. Our newest member, she deals with more of that, so we might start seeing it more in our videos when it pertains to that moment.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome that your team is growing that way and bringing in more of these other options for y'all
yeah,
to
we're
try.
very open minded. We're all a little bit the same, but a little bit different too.
Yeah. I can't wait to get to work with y'all. I had talked to you about me and Brian. We're trying to set up a night where we can all meet each other up at Trevette Clinic, and let's do us a little filming and investigating, because I would love to
Heck
see
yeah.
how your team meshes with our team, because I think it would be a very, very fun night.
Yeah, and we got some interesting stuff there too, so it'd be
Yeah, we did
very
too.
awesome to see what we get.
Hmm.
Let's see, Miss Sherry, I'm getting up for a chit chat. Get a few guys come up. When I do, you should come up, Robert. Hey, let me know. And Joy said, are there more ghosts in hospitals than anywhere else because so many people died there? I'm not going to say that there's more there than anywhere else, because spirits are free roamers. They can pretty much go wherever they want. I don't believe that a spirit is trapped to a location. I really don't. I mean, they
I don't
might
think so
like
either.
that location and stay in that location the most,
Yeah.
but they're not trapped there.
Yep. I agree.
I've
There's
actually
always a
found that
reason
you'll
for
find
something to be
spirits
there.
mostly in the locations that they love to be. You know, you got to figure if they're in a hospital or they're in a cemetery, these aren't places they hung out at. It's not places they like to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think they hang out in the places they really like to be or love to be around, like their family or their homes, or that's where you find spirits. Or I have
Mm-hmm.
found them mostly anyway.
Yep. I agree. And you know how many times I have done spirit box sessions at places, and it almost sounds like spirits are summoning the other spirits. Have you guys ever heard
Yep.
that where you can hear them saying, "Come on, she's here," or "Hey, I'm trying to get him." Like I was reaching out for my son to my son, and you hear a woman come through and say, "Hold on, let me get him." And I'm like, "Oh my God, she just said, 'Hold on, let me get him.'" I
Yeah.
mean, it's just stuff like that, you know. That's not the radio popping in saying, "Hold on, let
Hmm.
me get him."
Yeah. Well,
But
it's like a case me and Brian
Hmm.
was on. We were actually talking to a spirit through the box, and another male spirit came in over this spirit and told them to shut up.
oh,
Like
I've
he didn't
heard
want
that.
them to speak to us.
I've heard that before too. I've been told to shut up. I've heard spirits telling other spirits to
Hmm.
shut up. It's my turn. I heard one say, "It's my
Hmm.
turn. I'm speaking,"
Hmm.
you know, stuff like that.
Yep.
So they get in little spats over there on the other
Yeah,
side, fighting for the spirit
Hmm.
box.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Miss
They get
Karen
tired of it. They
said,
tell you to
Hmm.
f off.
yeah, they will. Miss Karen says she's on Facebook now, listening while driving to the
Mhm.
store. And yes, spirits are lined up to talk to Patty. Ask Matt Frazier.
Yes, I saw Matt Frazier. He's that very famous medium. Me and my daughter actually went and seen him a couple years back, and when he called me, there was a whole audience full of people. He's kind of like John Edwards. I don't know if you've heard of Matt Frazier, but anyway,
Yeah,
he looked at us, said, "You two stand up," and he said, "I don't know what you do." He said, "But I see a whole line of Congo line of spirits waiting to talk to you."
that's
That's the
awesome.
first thing he said to me, and we have that on camera. It's that video is on my daughter's channel. We were allowed to film it, so we filmed it. It's amazing, but that's what he said to me. He didn't know me from Adam. He said, "I don't know what you do, but there's a Congo line of spirits waiting to talk to you right now."
Yeah. Daryl Evans said, balls to the wall, laughing out loud. Love that saying. Welcome to the U.S., buddy.
I
Yeah.
like that
Wait
too.
around. They'll tell you what you're going to hear from us.
Oh, Joy said, is it expensive or to start hunting ghosts? Like, what is the best equipment to start with? And the best answer I can give you for that, the best piece of equipment you will ever purchase is yourself.
Yourself.
Yourself is the best piece of equipment because you can take a piece of equipment like a spirit box running off of an AM FM radio, and you're going to have somebody out there who's going to be able to criticize that and debunk that. But they can't, not one person in this field, take away your personal experiences. Not one person.
Right. Yep. Yep. I enjoy getting stuff right through my camera too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you kind of
clear disembodied voices and EVPs right through the camera. Those are the best.
Yep.
you number one and second definitely need a camera so you can at least show or
Yeah.
validate
Right.
yourself.
That's
Yep.
it. And if you anything like mine and Brian's luck is, when the good stuff happens, you're going to look and you're not going to have a camera, you're not going to have a recorder, you're not going to have anything.
Or if you see a flashing ball of light coming down towards you and you have the camera like this facing, so you can get a cool shot and you're like, damn it, why didn't I have the camera turned around?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Tez said Patty is the crystal queen, laughing out loud.
uh,
And Joy says, do more men or women see ghosts, do you think? I don't think it's really got anything to do with male or female. I think it's just who's paying attention and open-minded enough to pay attention to see what's going on.
And
mhm.
also, too, who the spirit wants to communicate with.
Yeah, because spirits will be picky. I mean, we've been in locations where I can go in there and ask questions till I'm blue in the face and record and use 20 pieces of equipment and not catch anything. And Brian walk in, as soon as he walk in, bam, there you go. He's got a piece of evidence.
Yeah.
I think it's got a lot to do with how you present yourself also.
It is.
Gerald
Totally.
said, I would start with just a phone and yourself. Hey, that's how I started back 27
Mhm.
years ago.
Mhm.
I'm new here, so any of you written books for beginners? No,
No.
but I probably could.
Yeah.
I probably could too.
They need to buy a book like that because you got all of us here ask questions, and contacts will steer you in the right direction.
That's
Yeah.
right. Any help you need, reach out to us. That's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry said, I get it a lot because of being open. And that's right. You get a lot of
Yeah.
contact being an open person. Just be careful with it. I lost
Mm-hmm.
a boy years ago, and hear other spirits getting my son.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Same here. Same here, Sherry.
Alex said, oh, that's Cody. There was
Yeah, I
a
was replying
study
to that
done,
comment earlier.
and conclusion was females usually see or experience events more. Well, that's interesting
Yeah,
because I didn't know that.
I don't know why that is, but yeah, there was a study done, and it's a pretty higher percentage of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe it's because
If you
they can be more open.
I'll watch and support. That's right, Miss Sherry. Jason said, do you still investigate with Omar?
No. Nope.
And don't need expensive equipment. I don't have expensive, and being you is the best EVPs and camera. That's right. Miss Irene said, yep, I agree with you. Have every equipment that you can buy and it won't work.
Yep.
Miss Christie says she only uses her phone.
And she catches quite a bit of stuff too on her phone. She sends it to me.
That's the way Pops is with PD in it, Brian.
Give me that phone.
Yep.
Love the way you guys are exploring this. Man, we were all on the same page. That's awesome, Jason. All right. Joy said, do children attract ghosts? Now, there is an interesting topic.
A
Yeah.
lot of interesting TikTok videos out there now too.
Yep.
To answer that question, I ain't going to say attract, but for some reason, spirits like messing with children. I don't know why.
Yes, they do.
Mhm, they do. And children can see them. Children and dogs and cats, they can
Yep.
see the spirits.
I always seem to get the bum shots, and it's annoying because I forget the level of the camera. Oh, Lord.
Oh, I feel the pain there.
Oh, Lord. Aaron, you can do a lot with your cell phone. Apps not included. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, we use Necrophone every once in a while, but you got to know what to pick out, what not to pick out.
Well, that goes for any equipment. Any equipment that you use, there's good to it, there's bad to it, and you got to have the common sense enough to decipher what is going on. I mean, it's like a K2 meter. Just because the K2 meter is going off does not mean it's a spirit. You got to pay attention to your surroundings. Where's your cameras? Where's your hour lights? Where's your cell phone? You got to pay attention to so many things, but you can get positive results from this equipment if you know what you're looking for.
Yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can. I like the Ghost Hunting Tools app. I've gotten some pretty significant responses from that app. Names, and it turns out those were the names associated with the particular place I was at.
Right.
Things like that. So, yeah, it's another one. I kind of like that one.
Yeah. Joy said maybe women just acknowledge ghosts more than men. Oh, Lord. And Aaron said yes, children and animals. And another question from Joy, have any of you ever had a walk-in or possession? I've been at one and experienced it, but I've never been possessed.
I think, which you'll see some in the new episode, just a tad bit. But I wouldn't say it's possession, but we have been now, out of all the places we've been to, now we've been affected by something, because one minute we're working on equipment, getting it ready to go to do an investigation, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm aggravated. And it has nothing to do with the equipment, it has nothing to do with the people. You're just, all of a sudden you're aggravated and don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
So,
that's when you got to put your roots down and ground them to the ground, brother.
I just pushed on through, man. And you'll see it where I say it, and then next minute we're laughing and cutting up again. So it's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick Horton, Pops is in the other room.
Yeah, he's in there. They better put him Krispy Kreme down.
Pops. Jason says, "Way to go, Patty. No more Omar."
Yep.
And Sherry says, "I use my phone most times."
Hmm.
Table tipping. What's your views?
We're
Me
to our
and
next
Brian had
Facebook for that.
an experience with a elderly guy who was table tipping a lot, and he wound up inviting something really dark into his home, and he did not know how to get rid of it,
I don't
and he called
exactly know
us
what
out.
that term means. What does
Yeah,
that
what does
mean?
that mean? I was wondering the same thing. What does that
It,
mean?
it's one of the old timey games that falls into the Ouija board category.
Okay.
Oh, never heard of
Where,
it.
yeah, when you get time, Google table tipping, and
Okay.
it'll explain it in
I'll do that
detail,
after.
because I can't explain it in
Okay.
detail. But I know that you open up a door, and if you don't know how to close it, same with a Ouija board, something can come through.
Oh my. Okay.
Jason says most of our experiences are off camera, and we have a lot of cameras. Ain't that the
Feel the
truth?
pain. Again, seeing shadow figures when you don't have a camera in your hand, I hate it.
I
Yeah.
know.
Sherry said, "I've had a possession, and Tila and Drew from DNTV was there to get me out of it."
Hmm.
Oh
Well, Sherry, I
wow.
am so thankful you had Tila and Drew, and you couldn't have asked for
Yeah.
two better people to help you.
Yep. They're good
Exactly.
people.
Aaron said, "There is a biological reason that women can sense the spiritual realm, and it is associated with the actual chemical change with their emotional abilities." I can see
that.
that.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I can see that.
I can
'Cause
see that.
my wife pays way more attention than I do. So, do you all cleanse yourself before you investigate? Before, during, and after.
Mhm. Yep.
That is a must.
Probably need to
Always.
start doing that, but I haven't had an actual issue yet to
Yeah.
really start doing it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Miss Nikki.
What's up, my sister?
Karen said we have seen people fake possessions on YouTube. Yeah, haven't we all?
Oh
I've
yeah.
actually been on an investigation where the client that we were investigating for faked the possession on investigation.
My God.
Mm.
I've
And
witnessed it firsthand. Okay.
you standing there scratching, and you're like, huh.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm worried about going into this stuff.
I've witnessed
Uh,
fake possessions firsthand. So sorry to say, but I have.
yeah. Most of the people are commenting from other pages. That's why I'm throwing all the comments up like this to where all of y'all get to see them no matter where you're watching at.
Oh, that's
We've had a
good.
lot.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of them here tonight, though.
There was a few years ago I was helping a child, and Tila and Drew came to support me, and I got took over, and I'm glad they was there. Well, I'm
Mhm.
glad they were there too, because depression can be, I ain't gonna say depression, my God, possession can be a really deadly thing.
Oh yeah.
Yes, again.
Jonathan said, "Loving the dedication, Brian."
That's what I'm here for, bud.
And so women see spirits during their monthly. I
Whew.
cannot answer that question.
I couldn't see the rage.
If a spirit
We
messes
ain't dig
with
too
them during
deeply with
that,
that.
yeah, a spirit messes with them on that time of the month, and he might wind up being more than a spirit.
That's right.
Live chat. There we go.
Daryl says, "Get people to fingertip on a table and get spirits to move the table using the energy of the people to help hope." That's a good explanation.
Okay.
Jason says, "I get visited by random spirits all the time in my home. When my mother passed away, I knew she would visit me, but she never did." And
Oh.
I felt the same way when my mother passed. I never heard or caught anything. But a couple months back, my dad passed away, and he visited. He came. He showed himself. We were sitting in the kitchen, and me and my cousin and my wife having a conversation, and I got a Google speaker in the hallway. And in order to get this thing to go off, you got to say its name and then ask it a question, and it'll answer you. That's how a Google speaker works. Well, we sitting in there having a conversation. All of a sudden, this speaker cuts on by itself, and it says, "Goodbye, I will miss you."
Oh my God,
So I
really?
knew that was
Oh,
my dad
shit.
confirming to me that
Dang it.
everything was okay.
Wow. That's amazing.
Christy said, if you cleanse yourself before an investigation, that will make the spirits go away, since that's why we cleanse."
Mm-hmm.
And I don't say I cleanse myself, but I do a protection prayer.
Yeah, I do. I do the protection prayer. I believe in that more than anything.
And Daryl says they get the table actually to go on one leg by the spirits.
Wow.
How do you cleanse an animal from possession? That's a new one on me.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
me too.
I've never dealt with animals. Now I've seen like uh what you call them, Brian, the hounds of hell and
Yeah,
stuff
hellhounds.
like that, hellhounds and stuff. But I ain't never had a possessed animal that I know of. We always called that rabies in North Carolina.
That's right.
That's what they
I don't
call it
know.
here in Florida too.
My basset hound might be possessed. I don't know.
Jonathan says there's definitely a possession that time of the month and no priest will help.
Ah.
Jonathan, you better hope your
Oh.
missus ain't watching, boy. Sherry said, yes, it can. I was protected, but it went wrong when getting him out, but it didn't stop it. Made me want to find out more, and it was only that once. Well, just make
Mhm.
sure that you take care of yourself.
Exactly.
And Jason said they are possessed by the daemon one a mouth once a month, by a demon once a month.
Rock, you
Sherry
got
said,
bush
not
mouth
heard of a
tonight.
possessed animal before. Yeah, I know, right? Well, if y'all give me 1 second, I think we got to pay a bill or two, but we'll be right back with y'all. Don't go nowhere. And we are back. Appreciate y'all being patient with us through the commercials. And Eldon, I got to tell you, brother, you couldn't have picked a better song to fit that video for the Global Ghost Hunt that you
Mhm.
picked. That was perfect.
That was perfect. It
Love that
gives me
video.
goosebumps every time
Yeah,
I watch.
it was
Yep.
get it, but it was a little bit of work getting it timed just right. But once we got the timing on it, and I was able to put that together, it just meshed really well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the good thing, one thing y'all didn't know about that song, Patty, I was building the video, and Eldon was like, well, you seem to have the video under control, so I'll be right back. And then about 15 minutes later, he sent me a file. He said, all you got to do is just lay that in your video. So I downloaded it and I laid it in the video, and he had the music completely laid out, edited, and ready to go. And when I put it in there, it matched perfect.
Honestly, I
Wow.
was waiting to hear the final countdown by Europe from Eldon.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, you did a great job on that.
All right, let's see. We got a few comments here. Let's catch up with these if y'all don't mind. Funniest thing in life, I had no idea why ghosts like to play lights. I'd be like, what the dog doing? Okay. Oh, Joy said, can there be shadow animals like shadow people? Yes, I believe that 100%.
I've heard people
Yeah.
say they've seen them before.
Yeah.
I've seen one before too, actually.
Jonathan said, protection is great, but you have to believe in it. If there's no belief and trust in your protection, it really does no good.
Mhm.
You know, it's funny you bring that up, Jonathan, but you're absolutely 100% correct, my friend.
Yep.
That's like, you know, you got to have your faith. You got to have your roots. You got to have yourself grounded. And how are you going to have faith, roots, and ground yourself if you don't have nothing to believe in?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Miss Sherry said, welcome back. And Scotty's Castle in Death Valley, California has spirits, and the Adamson House in Malibu, California. That's over in your neck of the woods, Eldon.
Mhm.
Yep, right next door.
Yep.
Wow.
Do you think going through a dramatic or life-threatening experience is more likely to make you see a ghost? I'm not going to say it's more likely to make you see a ghost, but it's going to make you where you're more susceptible to seeing a ghost.
Mhm. Yep.
Jason says, I agree that cleansing and or praying for protection before an investigation does lower the event paranormal interaction.
Mhm.
Yeah, cleansing, I can see that, but praying for protection, I do it daily, even whenever I'm not investigating. So, you
Yeah,
know,
same here.
that's just me protecting myself, not just from spirits, but from humans as well.
Mhm. You got to worry about humans more than you got to worry about spirits.
I ain't lying. I'd rather deal with any spirit than some of the humans.
Yep, me too.
Awesome video. I used it to put out there on my show today. Well, you're more than welcome to use it, and thank you for sharing it. We really appreciate it.
Mhm.
Andy
Mm-hmm.
Balcom, Mr. Paratech, what's up, my friend?
Hi, Andy.
And Joy said, are any of you investigated Gettysburg, like from both north and south sides? Would be interesting. We were talking about that recently, and that's something that me and Brian is planning.
Mhm.
That's one of Brian's favorite want to go to places.
Yep, I'll be going there later this year.
Daryl Evans said, I just subbed to Cody, the First Line Paranormal. Thank you, Daryl. You're going to enjoy what you see. I'm telling you, he's got a new episode getting ready to drop, so be ready for it. I hope he does a little teaser for it, gives everybody like a 5-second clip before he puts the
Oh,
real video out there.
we always do a
Mhm.
trailer, you know that.
And my brother passed away a few months ago. Is it normal that I got his visitation in my dreams? Till today, I still ask if the spirit crossed over a certain period of time. Don't understand that logic.
Yeah, the visitation dreams are pretty incredible when you that's a gift. I mean, not a lot of people get that. A lot of people want it. My daughter has been getting visitation dreams since she was 4 years old. It started with my mother coming to her, and just I could sit here for hours and tell you some stories of all the visitation dreams that she has had from spirit in the family. Lost loved ones. It
Right.
happened when my son died as well. He was constantly coming to her and giving her warnings about things and telling her about things. And it's been happening recently too. She'll get warning dreams about things. And turns out it was legit. Like, wow, it just blows us away. So
Yep.
it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And if you get those type of dreams, you're blessed. I
That's
wish I
right.
would get more of them. I have had a few, but not like my daughter. She gets them all the time.
Yeah. Joy says, what movie best displays what a ghost possession is really like? I would
Hmm.
probably have to say my favorite one that I've seen as far as movies go was if you go back to the original files or documentaries of Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Mhm.
That's probably as
Hmm.
close as I've seen to what it's really like.
What about that movie that called The Entity? Did you ever see that?
No, not yet.
I
Oh
haven't
my
seen that one.
God, you have got to watch that. I'm telling you, that is one hell of a possession. Or, well, it's not really a possession, but what happens to her it's all a true story. You'll have to watch it.
Don't forget the name of that, B. We'll make a night of that.
1982.
I think so. It's called The Entity. You got to watch it.
Okay.
It is a must see for paranormal investigators. It's
And
incredible. I've
Joy's,
watched it 3 times.
yeah. Joy's got another question here that says, what do candles have to do with spirits in the house?
The energy, maybe the energy draw. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? I'm thinking something to do with the energy of a candle.
Yeah.
I think
Fire.
about energy.
Okay.
Eldon, any comments on that one?
You know, I think the candle theory really goes on your belief. I've heard of folks using black candles for negative responses. I've also heard of folks using black candles for cleansing purposes. And I really think the whole candle theory goes on your belief, really.
Yeah.
I've not had any, positive, I haven't had any positive reaction due to candles as opposed to flashlight or one or the other, either way, personally myself, but others have. So I really think it really goes on your belief system again.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jason says we live 30 minutes from Gettysburg. There are so many places. It's mind-boggling. We investigate the same location in Gettysburg every 4th of July.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we've got so many on our list. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
You're lucky, Jason. You're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Horton said, my mom passed in 2006, but she is still in my house. And I can vouch for that, and so can you, Brian. You know your grandma's still there.
Oh yeah, she's still there.
Every time we go in there and we used to have our office in Pop's house. So we in there and we're messing with the equipment, cleaning out the cases or testing new equipment. And she comes through just about every time. Miss Karen said, my dad visited after he passed away in my dream. He was in his blue suit that was his favorite. I believe he wanted to be buried in it, but my mom wanted to bury him in a golf uniform, so I didn't tell her. That's awesome. I love hearing people's stories like this. It makes my night. What effect does salt have on ghosts? I don't think salt has an effect on them per se, but whenever they're doing a blessing, I've seen them take sea salt and put it across the doorways and the entrance and exits, and it's supposed to trap them in, is what they say, or trap them out.
Mm-hmm.
But yet again, that goes to your belief system.
Right. Like I put black salt all the way around my house, and I do it every couple months. I go around and put it around the house, the doorways, the window sills, stuff like that. It's just a belief I have. Keep negative out.
All right, so let's see here. I investigated really high-level haunted places in my younger days alone. So my question with the experienced investigators here, what can I do to get rid of demon attachments? Brian, you want to handle that one, brother?
Let me read it again. I said I'm having bad internet connection. Let me read it here. Sometimes it's hard to get rid of them depending on how your beliefs are. You have to want it gone. And, once you get it gone, you can't invite it back in.
Yeah, and another thing you got to remember, too, acknowledgement is power.
Mm-hmm.
The more you acknowledge it, the more you chase after it and hunt it and welcome it, the more power it's going to get, the stronger it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan said, paranormal activity, the way it starts with oppression, then gets worse and worse, just like usually don't end with murder, laughing out loud. But I think it was a pretty good to show how it progresses. And yeah, he's talking about Paranormal Activity, the movie. It started as an oppression, and then it kept getting worse and worse as it went through the different stages in that movie. And I'm not going to say that movie was 100% correct, but the stages of it was pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
And Joy says, why do people always light candles? I think a lot of people use candles as a significance, for whenever they're trying, especially when they're trying to get a spirit to cross over. They light the candle, in remembrance of
Mhm.
them to follow the light, find the light, and move on. I've seen that in several teams use that theory, but there goes that big word again, theory.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's
I just love
how,
I
yeah,
just love candles anyway. I like candles all the time at home. I mean, I'm a big candle person.
yeah. My
Brian's video is premiering right now. He just said that in the chat. He said, "Y'all better get over there and watch my premiere."
my mama told us kids that she either wanted to bury him in his blue suit that was in his favorite suit or golf uniform, which is golfing clothes. And she usually chose the golfing clothes, which he looked very handsome. He was a very handsome man. Most people feel that really weird, but I love the pictures. I cherish them. That's awesome. That's what it's all about, is those positive memories.
Mhm.
Sherry said candles are used to bring out energy to help in different situations, and they are used to help with crossings. Exactly what we said. Thank you for that, Sherry. Yeah, Sherry. And I just skipped too far again. Mr. Brian J. Laverty, what's up, buddy? You guys better go over and watch my premiere.
What time does it start? Is it 8 or at 9?
I got the other monitor rolling. I got you.
Oh.
And Alex said, correct. It's still all theories. That you're absolutely right, Cody. Absolutely right. Everything is a theory. If we had the Oz truth, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
That's right.
And salt is a protection used to keep bad out. And I guess this is an answer to the guy question about possession. Go to the church. And
Brian,
Jonathan's advice was don't investigate alone. I accept any kind of solution from different opinion. Don't be afraid to give me some suggestions. But they're throwing a lot of them in the comments, buddy. And Miss Irene said in Japan, salt protection spell, and we use salt to throw over shoulders after attending a funeral, so you don't bring them into your home.
hmm.
It's cool seeing all the different things from around the world people do.
Yeah.
Stay drunk and spirits won't visit.
Oh,
Oh Lord, Jason. Do bad spirits smell for real? I'm not
Yes.
going to say bad spirit smell, but I know for a lot of the cases we've been on, it can be like a sulfur smell, rotten egg smell, or really, really, really bad gas smell.
Mhm.
has anyone here had like the smell of like burning wood, or some people say they smell like somehow they smell heat or something? Has anyone experienced that here?
I ain't really
So
smelled like
like
burning wood.
catch a if you catch like a residual kind of haunt, we'll do that. I know that where you had a fire somewhere, prior in history, you'll catch
Ah,
that on like a residual kind of haunt. You'll catch it.
okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, one of them rooms had like a fireplace built into it, so yeah, maybe.
Miss Irene telling Brian hello. So here's the big question to you guys. Name a few strangest EVP evidence you guys ever caught off camera or live. I guess the strangest one I could say for me and Brian would be the Hamlet Train Depot in Hamlet, North Carolina, where the windows in that place had Hitler's stamp on them because they come from the glass company that he used to own back in the day.
Oh,
And
wow.
we were doing a portal session in there, and come through the portal clear as day. As a matter of fact, we still have it. Brian's got it on his phone as a voice, and it said Zikau.
Oh,
And if you research Zikau, that's what Hitler used to say every time he was on the podium doing a speech.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
That's
wow.
crazy.
might be able to find it.
And if you're like me,
Wow.
we haven't even got a freaking EVP yet. We're trying though.
Well, we get you hooked up with a good ghost box radio. You'll be in business. Trust me.
Here you go, Rob. I found it.
All
I'll
right.
play it.
Now you're gonna hear a little girl in this also.
Not this one. Oh shoot! Come on, play.
English is the
incredible.
Elton had to clean his ear.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the most impressive ones that we've got recently. That is a very good EVP, and it was clear.
Now, was that through like a portal box or an actual like recorder?
That was through a recorder, but we were playing through a portal box.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't got anything straight through recorder yet, so
Yeah, that one was going through the
it's still good though.
not the ultra low, but the extremely low frequency recorder.
Heck yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I've heard a lot of strange ones. It would take me hours to tell you all the ones that I've heard. I've heard
Yeah.
some crazy ones. I've heard I like you. I've heard you got a nice butt. All kinds of stuff.
Getting frisky.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Joy said, "Is there any particular scent that attracts spirits?" My wife just spoke up and said, "Yeah, Angelica." But I don't know of any that really attracts them per se, but I know one that they don't like, and that is Paleo Santos.
Yeah. Yep.
Brian said, "Thanks, Patty."
You're welcome, and I'll watch it as soon as I'm done here. I'm
And
gonna watch it.
7. So we're late. Sherry says, "All spirits have smells." And if I was a spirit and someone threw salt in my face, I would not be happy. Heard that clear as day, Daryl said.
Yep.
Is it really colder when spirits are here? Temperature does fluctuate, yes,
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like it can go both ways.
It can rise or it can lower.
On
Exactly.
that note, can I ask a question real quick to you
Sure.
guys and to the audience? Because
Go
this
ahead.
is something I've been experiencing lately, and I really don't know what to make of it. But when I'm laying there at night trying to fall asleep, I feel a warmth come across my arm every time. Right as I'm getting ready to fall asleep, my arm gets very warm. And when it startles me, and I look, and I'm like, what the heck? Just that one area, and then it goes away. But that's been happening to me quite a bit. It's almost like somebody does walk up to me, and that warm feeling you get when someone's there.
Right.
Have you guys heard of that? Anything like that? It's just recently been happening to me, probably in the last couple of weeks. It's been happening to me quite a bit. It's a warm feeling, like warmth. This in one area of my arm. Like I sleep on my side, so it'll be my whole arm. It just gets warm, and then it goes away as soon as I notice it and acknowledge it.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments that's going out there, Miss Patty, saying that they think that good spirits are warm. So a good spirit could be warming you.
Okay.
And Jonathan said, "I've heard angels can make you feel warm and comforted."
Okay.
Hey,
It
Rob,
could
can you hear me?
Could
Yeah.
be my husband.
My camera's just going down, so I'm gonna have to get out of here. So it's nice talking to everybody. Everything's going down on me right now, but I appreciate y'all being on here tonight, and I'll get with y'all later when I get a better connection.
All right, Brian, have a good one, buddy.
Thank you, Brian.
Buddy, y'all later.
Take care,
All
buddy.
right,
right.
later.
Yeah, man.
All right, so Jason said, "We investigated the old morgue, and both myself and Naked Face Jason smelled decaying bodies.
Oh.
It popped in the room fast, and in a few seconds later, it was gone."
Hmm.
And the bad part about that is there's no smell recorder.
Yeah. It's all experiences.
Brian says, "Looks like someone got their internet today. Ha ha ha."
Oh, there's another one.
Yes, he
Hello,
did.
Leslie.
Sherry said, "Lavender and jasmine. Good spirits like lavender, jasmine, the bad ones don't. Sandalwood, Paleo Santos, they don't like, but good do."
Okay.
And Joyce, "I think spirits are warm." And then that's when Johnson said that he's heard angels can make you feel warm and comforted. I could see that. I sometimes feel a cold brush of air go over me. And that just could be a sign. Could be a spirit just letting you know that they're trying to get your attention.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel drained of energy after an investigation? 100% yes.
All the time. Yep.
Because, when we go on an investigation, I can't speak for every investigator, but for the most of us on this screen right here, I can speak for. we are in it mentally, we are in it physically, we are in it every way we can be in it to try to communicate and to help these spirits. So
Yeah.
it is very, very exhausting mentally and physically.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst feeling I catch when I investigate, I'll be like, what the heck? I hear them on my ear, but my recorder has annoying static. So when I got this silent scream, almost gave me a heart attack. Yeah. Well, one thing I can tell you is invest in a live EVP recorder like the ones we've used. I'll have them on Paratech website here pretty soon. And this is a recorder that you plug a set of headphones into, you put headphones on, and you have somebody dedicated to that recorder. They're walking around the whole investigation listening live. So they're going to hear everything as it happens and relay it to the team to where you can focus on it and give it more attention.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome right there. I want to start doing that more.
Leslie, hello everyone.
Hi, Leslie. She's been a long-time fan of mine.
Joy says bye. And Jonathan says, what is that photo of Brian? Yeah, that's Brian. That was Brian's Snapchat photo.
I thought that's what it looked like.
Warm is not bad, just like cold is not good. It's all about the spirit and the way that they come to you. That's
Okay.
correct.
100%.
Patty, what is your story about the first time your son contacted you?
Oh, it's an amazing story. Well, the first time through a spirit box was, well, let me back up, because the first time he came to me was just a few days after he died. He came through the radio, and I heard the radio. We were planning his funeral when it happened, and the radio got real staticky, and we heard a voice come through, and I said, oh my God, that was Gary. That's his voice that's coming through there. And you could hear him saying, Mom. He was,
Wow.
yeah, it was amazing. And I just sat there and cried. I'm like, oh my God, he's coming through. And then it was the very next day, he came through the TV at my daughter's house. I was sitting there at my daughter's house, and all of a sudden the TV started going nuts. And he came through, and I could hear rock music, and it happened to be his favorite rock song that came through the television. Yeah, I mean, of course, I wasn't filming it, so I don't have it on camera, but I'll never forget it. And just a lot of things like that started happening. So I did purchase a spirit box eventually and went to his grave, and he said, Mom, it's me. It's me, Gary. I'm here. It's me. And it's all on one of my first videos I put on my channel.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty amazing. It was like he immediately started reaching out to me.
Raymond Newsom said, paranormal hangover.
Oh,
you got that right.
I get so tired. I'll sleep for 12 hours straight afterwards.
Yeah. Rick said, Brian's watching, but his phone went down. All right, Pops. Appreciate it. Jonathan said, spirits drain energy, which is even atmospheric, which causes ambient temperatures to change. And he's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And it could go up, could go down. You don't know. It's just all depending. Joy said, for Patty's story, that is amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
So now that we're caught up on the comments finally, Cody.
Got to go with the flow, buddy.
Yes, sir. What is coming up for First Line Paranormal?
Well, you know that we're working on our Old Wilkes Jail video. I finally was able to get pushed a little bit more through it today. I don't know, we're getting like so many stories of places that people want us to like look into, or they're helping us trying to get, in contact with people to check them out. We're now starting to get messages in where people are talking about their homes. So honestly, I don't know right now. We're kind of waiting to see what happens. We did have another location that we was, looking into that, not necessarily people were saying that there were spirits there, but they did say that it was just kind of odd the way this location had been brought up. So, I don't know. There's quite a bit. Now, we do know there's some stuff going on for next year that we can't really say too much right now. but there is some big stuff definitely coming up for next year.
Yeah. And, one thing I can say about North Carolina now is y'all should rest well, because you got PD and family over here on the east southern side, and then you got First Line Paranormal on the west northern side. So we pretty much got this state covered. And if I get a case in your area, you know it's coming to you.
That's right.
So, hey, that like I said in the beginning of the show, it's all about networking. It's all about working together. And, it does my heart good to know that there's a team around here that I trust, that if we cannot get there, due to financial reasons or time reasons or whatever, other obligations, that I can reach out to you, and I know y'all can handle it, and y'all will handle it properly. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if you hear of anybody that needs anything like that in Florida, let me know.
Oh yeah, we got you. And I got family down there in Ocala, Florida, and Bronson,
Okay.
Florida. So I hear a lot of the paranormal stories that go on around that area.
You talking about Ocala or
Yeah, Ocala.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm only about 45 minutes from there.
Yeah, I got an uncle that lives down there, Mr. Bill Paxton.
Okay.
Let's see. I got a couple comments coming in here. Let's see. What's next? All of you, where can we expect to see you all next? Okay, well, we're going to be, of course, find the links. They're in the comments. You can keep up with us right there. As far as me, pdregionparanormal.com, Facebook, PD Region Paranormal. Me and Patty together, you can find us on www.globalghosthunt.com, which will be up by the end of the month, beginning of July. And if you got any questions about Global Ghost Hunt, let us know. It's going to be a great thing. So yeah, you follow our links pretty much. You'll keep up with us because we post to all social media platforms.
Yep.
I don't know why I like being drained. Is that normal? Yes, it is.
Getting that rush every time.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You do drain from energy and investigations, but it's awesome to do. I'm addicted to the strange and unknown. That's right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Same here. I always have been.
Yep. Tank, what's up?
What's up, Tank?
Let me add Eldon back in there.
Opera.
Welcome back, Mr. Eldon. And let's see. Joy says, are there any paranormal conventions for you all? That's a pretty good, interesting question, because me and Brian's been talking recently about getting with every team that we network with that's on the East Coast anyway, and having a big convention over here on the East Coast, and doing maybe one great big investigation for a whole weekend. Set up tables and sell your merch, meet the people, everybody come in and introduce yourselves, and then have just big investigations all weekend long with everybody. We're actually planning that.
That
Yeah,
would be nice.
Yeah, we actually got a festival coming up and we're starting to get all of our stuff together for it. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of what the local turnout is when they see our table with the nice First Line Paranormal and everything on there. So,
Well, make sure you take some pictures of it and
we
post
will.
it for
It's
us
going
that
to be a
can't
good
be
little
there.
setup.
And Joy says, have any of you ever had an out-of-body experience?
I have. When I was probably about 10, I was very young and I didn't know what was happening, but I was floating above my body and I could see my body laying there. I was sick at the time, very sick with the flu. So I don't know if that had something to do with it. I don't know if I died and came back, and I don't know. I just remember that happening, and I didn't really understand what was going on at the time, but I did tell my mother about it, and she just looked at me like, "Oh my God, what? What did you just say?"
That's kind of interesting because I was reading some stuff today on my show over at Cryptic Trading Post that scientists were looking into near-death experiences, and they're starting to say now that they're not hallucinations. So, but they still can't really explain what it is. So it's very interesting.
Right?
To hear
Yes,
those
it
stories.
is. Yeah.
And Jason said, I used to live in Charlotte. I'll take a week of PTO and Pimp Paranormal can come down for a collab. I could see that. Pimp, first line PD, that's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
And we got the locations, you know that.
Hell yeah.
Never again investigating World War II site, especially abandoned bunkers. It sucks. I mean, it's interesting, but when you got that level of disturbance, your body felt like a grenade waiting to explode. I could see
Oh,
that.
I'd
yeah.
love to go to one of those.
I ain't lying.
Mhm.
Wish you guys sold ghost hunting kits and a how-to guide. Well, it's kind of funny you say that, because if you will go on Facebook and type in Paratech Laboratories and add yourself to the group page, send an invite to the group page, and reach out to me personally on that page. Paratech is actually in the processes right now of putting
It goes
together a
right.
ghost hunting kit for a beginner,
Oh,
for
wow.
intermediate, and for experts. And
Awesome.
it's going to be some really good equipment. And in the expert kit now, it will be equipment that's never been seen before.
Mhm.
But I think what we're going to do is, before we release the expert kit, we're going to talk to some of our known investigators like Miss Patty and Cody, and we're going to give them first dibs on the first of the batch that rolls out, because I want them to take it in the field and use it, experience it, give us their thoughts, film it, and let's get some experienced opinions on it before we release it to the public.
Okay. Sounds good.
Jason said there is the Gettysburg Bash and New Jersey Paranormal Unity Expo. That is correct.
Mhm.
So, Joy, that is two of the things that's getting ready to go on recently or coming up that you can attend if you purchase tickets online.
Mhm.
And wait a minute, I tell you, these comments got me scrolling everywhere. Jonathan said, I've had out of body experiences when I drink too much.
Oh my, that's funny.
Leave it to John. And those of y'all who don't know who Jonathan is, he is one of our investigators for PD Region Paranormal.
I bet he's fun to work with.
Do you know that
He is.
when you are under the influence of alcohol, it seems like you're more receptible to hearing and feeling things. It kind of opens you up a little bit more
Yeah.
to the
Oh yeah,
spirit
most
world.
definitely.
Yeah,
No, no,
definitely.
no, Jonathan, you cannot drink on investigations.
Ugh.
I know this because there's been a couple of weekend investigations I've went on where we've had a couple of drinks before we went in there, and it was like, whoa, I'm seeing, we're feeling, we're hearing, and I've had a couple of those experiences where there is something to that, and I started researching it, and come to find out a lot of people have said that that they have too. So
Yeah. And Sherry says, I'm going to set one up at some point when I get to the U.S. permanent. That's right. I forgot. Sherry is moving to the States.
oh, okay, where's she coming from?
She's coming from UK.
Mm.
Oh, why would you leave the UK? I want to go there.
I do too. I've been begging Drew to set it up.
Oh, I've been wanting to go there for a long time. I have ancestors buried there. That's where my roots are from, the UK.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. Raymond says, one of my next locations is a favorite with some very cool people. Raymond, I like watching your stuff, man. I like the way y'all do it. Raymond's kind of like y'all, Cody. They don't jump the gun. They got to have a lot of proof before they claim something to be paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen some of their lives, but I need to know if they have like a dedicated channel or not.
He has PD Region Paranormal Kentucky Division.
Is that on YouTube?
It's on Facebook right now.
Okay.
I am fixing to add him as a admin on my YouTube, which is PD Region Paranormal. So he will be streaming to PD Region Paranormal also. So if you follow our page, you'll be able to follow Raymond as well.
Okay.
Cool.
And Joy said remote being is like out of body experience. I can agree to that. DIY talking to the dead, all you got to say is hi. Yeah, pretty much. Have a good recorder to pick it up, because a lot of it you can't hear with the human ear because the frequencies are so much different. The
Mm-hmm.
frequency that spirits communicate on is so much lower than what the human ear can pick up. Every once in a while, you'll get a spirit who has built up enough energy to speak into the frequency levels that we can hear. but that's rare. Jason said, better yet, you guys come up here and we can show you some spots. Hey, I'm game for that too. I think y'all are in the Pennsylvania area, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Jason?
Yeah, he didn't he say he lives a half hour from Gettysburg?
There's some
Yeah.
stuff up there.
And Alex is sharing some group pages for everybody. Raymond said,
That's your
cannot wait.
Paratech.
Appreciate it. Cannot wait to get my equipment. And your equipment's being built right now, Raymond. Scarefest, and I think there's another here in Kentucky. So Kentucky's got a couple of things getting ready to happen up there, y'all.
I have a family. My mom's parents were from Bowling Green, Kentucky, so that's where they're buried at. It's beautiful there.
Have any of you opened the gate and not been able to close it after? I have not. I've been able to close every one of them so far. Knock on wood, and thank God.
Yeah, me too.
I used to get drunk on investigating. Man, the things I see were worse than LCD trip. Lord, I ain't even getting into that one. Has anyone experienced time slips when ghost hunting? Yes.
Not yet.
I have. You go in there and you start investigating and you get into it so much, you look at your clock and it's 7 p.m. and then it's like 30 minutes later and you look at your clock and it's 4 in the morning.
That's so freaky. I've had that happen twice, and it's very freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was meaning like you were investigating. The next thing you know, you're like, people come up to you and you're like, what's going on? Are you all right? And you're like, yeah.
No, it's where there's a gap of time that's just missing, and you don't even know how did it get 4 o'clock in the morning already? You know what I mean? I've had that happen at least twice, and it is very scary.
Yeah.
Has anyone tried to speak to spirits on their frequency rather than having it transferred to ours? Yes, we have, and that's what we're working on right now.
I'm trying to point to you, but it's screen keeps moving.
Yeah, we're working on that right now.
I know. I can't wait to get that.
We got Mr. Eldon back if he's with us.
Sherry, I'm right here, man. I'm hitting the wrong buttons over on my end.
Well, welcome back, brother. I'm glad you're back. And hit this link to be a part of an amazing network. Please support each other, and thank you. That is absolutely correct. I work closely with Drew and Tila and all of them at DNTV. Great people. We've actually started Parafam Entertainment DNT division over here, and great people to work with. They are all about Parafam and Para-Unity and uniting and networking. Great group of people. The time slip is normal. Yep. Jason said we are based out of Harrisburg. So, yeah, that's not too far.
I'll be right back.
All right, Miss Patty.
Okay.
Do you think there may be alien ghosts here too? Well, you're getting into a conversation that needs to be had eventually, but I look at it this way, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm sure Cody will agree with this. Until I can pull something out of my arsenal and show you evidence of it, I can't say.
Yep, 100%.
Best thing to feel time slip is when you got to go to a really large building with no window. That is the weirdest time slip. You start at 7 p.m. and you got out like 5 o'clock in the morning and be like, what the heck is going on? Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah, almighty.
Johnson said, welcome back-ish. And Sherry's throwing some links in there for us. Thank you, Sherry. Please check out the links that she's throwing out there. There's some amazing people. And, you know, like I said last podcast, the word Para-Unity means a lot to everybody, even though it's been trashed, and that's where Parafam comes in. Para-Unity, you know, you work together, you support each other, that's fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, when you clock out and go home, that's the end of that relationship. Where with Parafam, even when you clock out and you go home at the end of the day, you're still reaching out to these people and making sure they're okay. Because, you know, sometimes people can go through something in life where just a phone call or a, hey, how you doing can change their whole day. So that's what Parafam is about. It's about helping people even out of this field into everyday life. And Sherry's awesome. She's always on top of. You got that right, man. Sherry is a great asset to us, and we love her. She's been a big help. But as far as first line, man, I tell you, we've looked at your stuff. We've watched it many times. I even shared it out to my team members and had them to watch it because you're teaching people. Even though you're just starting, seriously, you're teaching people. And that's how not everything you see, everything you hear is paranormal. Take your time, debunk it, try to figure it out. Look for every other reason in God's green earth to claim before you throw it in the paranormal field. And that's a great message that y'all are doing at First Line. We really respect that.
I appreciate that, and again, you'll see it again when this next one comes out. I try to do like I did it, in my work field, and still do today. Is something comes up, don't back away from it. Go to it. Figure out what it is. And we haven't had a moment where you've run away from it. Most of the time, I'm like, hey, let's go where I just saw that because I need to figure this out, or try to at least. And we're able to do that some in this next one. Like I said before, the tour guide says, "Oh yeah, that happens all the time. That sound happens all the time." And then you go and look, and I'm like, found out what it was, fixed it. I don't think we're gonna hear it again. So
there you go. That's what it's about, man. Is looking outside of the realm. That's what I call it. Always look outside the realm before you go digging in the realm.
Because there's some things that you can't explain. So
that's exactly right. Jonathan said, watch Two-Face, the Gray movie. It talks about a lot of stuff with aliens and spirits, how things kind of come together. Good movie. I'll have to check that out, Jonathan. I ain't never watched it. Not that I can think of, anyway. And Joy said, what is the best place to go to recharge your energy after an investigation, like a bath or whatever? My favorite place to go to recharge myself is laying in the bed curled up with my wife.
I mean, you had the same thought, just my bed, time for some sleep.
That's it. Jason says, how do we become a member of Parafam? You want me to tell you how simple it is, Jason? How simple it is to reach out to me, Brian Horton, or Eldon McInville, or Brian James, and tell us you want to become a part, or your team wants to become a part, or whatever. And it's that simple, man. There's no contracts. There's no forms to fill out. And the only rules is, number one, respect every team as they were your own. And number two is help everybody in every aspect, not just paranormal. Help everybody, man. That's what it's about, is para-unity, para-family. We're trying to create a family. If you got, and the way it works in para-fam, just say, for instance, you're doing an investigation, and your team's so busy till they can't get to the evidence. That's fine. Send it to me. I'll go through it for you. I'll edit the footage for you. I'll send it back to you. I'll catch your EVPs. I'll do whatever you need me to do. It's a big family, and that's what it's all about with Parafam. Mm-hmm. And, it's just like Miss Patty. Me and Eldon got a message from her the other day that she's wanting to start a podcast, and I can't wait for that because I can only tell you what her podcast is going to do. It's going to blow up. I can tell you that already. She has a huge following, and the reason she has a huge following is because people respect her for doing what's right. People respect her for what she does in the field.
And with Patty being part of the Parafam, Miss Patty's going to get 1,000% support. She's going to get all the tools that she needs to succeed in that. And, Patty's already got a really good edge up on it as it is over most of us. And with that little itty bitty nudge, she's going to go a very long way.
But what Miss Patty don't realize is with Miss Patty coming into the Parafam, not only is the Parafam going to help her, but she's really, really going to help us because we can take what she's done and all of the years that she's been doing this, and we can learn from it, and we can teach our people what she's taught us. And that's what it's all about. Growing everybody.
That's right. Growing everybody into being real paranormal investigators, not part of that fake crew out there.
Yeah, not no urban explorers or right. not no I want to be on TV people.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Tank says First Line is a great group.
Appreciate that.
You got that right, Tank.
Yep.
And Jonathan said, when you have evidence, always try to debunk it first. Never jump to conclusions. You got that right, brother. DNTV sharing out first line paranormal links for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Joy says, should you eat before you investigate? Oh yeah, God yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
eat
have
before,
to.
during, and
I try to.
after.
This last one we had to kind of, we could only be there till about 1:30 in the morning, so we had to kind of start early, and that meant we had to skip dinner. So maybe that played a role in a lot of the stuff that happened, but I don't know. But yeah, it sucks when you don't eat beforehand.
Well, if you ever go on an investigation
I would
with
really
the
strongly
Parafam,
suggest that before you go on an investigation, always at least get something small to eat, or like Cody just said, bring snacks. The worst thing to get on an EVP is your stomach growling.
Yes, and you have to note that. You have to note that every time it
know.
happens. It was happening in the last one, so
Yeah, either note it or cut it out,
Yep.
And another thing, if you do go eat Mexican, like Jonathan just said, don't eat Mexican. If you go eat Mexican, please, when you pass gas, all you got to do is say tag. That way, when we go over
Or
to
have the
evidence, we can
thermal
clip that
imaging
out.
camera available. That way you can get that on video.
I'm guilty of catching lots of farts on camera in my videos.
Yeah. But if you ever go on an investigation with the Parafam, you'll realize that in the back of our vehicle is going to be a very big Yeti cooler. And this cooler is full of energy drinks, diet drinks, waters, snacks, beef jerky. We got it all.
I bring a cooler inside. If I'm going to be overnight at a location, I bring a little cooler with my drinks in it. And I have a bag of snacks, and I do the same thing. Sometimes I pick up a sub and I wrap it up really good with a Ziploc bag so it doesn't get wet, and I stick it in my cooler,
Joy said, love Patty.
Oh, thank you. Much love to you too. Thank you so much.
And DNTV said they have done the same for me and done my pics and videos. We were all family. That's right. I just finished up some pics for Sherry for her new network. I'm sure she's got it in the links already, so check out her network. She's going to be showing some really good podcasts as well, just like tonight she had Barry Fitzgerald. Can't wait to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
Joy said, I saw a video where she had a spooky doll that turned its head. You talking about Patty?
Oh, yes, I did. It was about 3.5 years ago, something like that. It was when I was in the process of building the house I'm in now. I was building a new house, and I was at my old house, and I have this life-size, well, not life-size, but it's a giant haunted doll. And I was at the time thinking about rehoming her because I really didn't want to bring any haunted items into my new home. Yeah. It's just something I was going through there for a while. Like, nah, I don't really want it. And the kids were like, Grandma, don't be bringing all that haunted stuff into our new house. So I was thinking, I'll get rid of her, find her a new home. Well, when I said that, we were filming at the time. And when I said that, she turned her head around and looked at me like, what, bitch? Not even shitting you, man. It's in one of my videos. I'll have to do a little clip for you and you can show it sometime.
That's right.
And bring it up and show it or something if you ever want to do that. But she did. She literally, her head just snapped around and just looked right at me like, what, bitch? You're going to do what?
Where's the cameras when we need them?
Thank you very much. Oh, shit. Here, I'll put it
Jason
right
said, does that mean we're already Parafam? We have been on your show and talked for hours after. I think we have the same objective. That's what I'm talking about. Get up with me, Jason. We'll make it happen, brother, for sure.
Is this a free-for-all? Brian says.
Yeah, it's always a free-for-all on Paranormal Static, brother. Is anyone collecting all the evidence from everyone and comparing it? Yes, we do. We do compare our evidence with certain teams. And especially like if we go to a location that we know that Patty or Cody or somebody's already been to, we do kind of do our investigation first and then tell them what happened just to see if they've had the same experiences at that location. Yeah, we do talk about it. Jonathan said, don't eat Mexican. There's always a recorder near the bathroom for some reason. Oh, Lord. Brian said gummy worms. Yeah, Brian always has gummy worms on an investigation, just so you know. That boy loves his trolleys. Mr. Matt Barron, what is up, brother?
Hey there, Matt.
Joy said, do you have someone who collects all the evidence and compares it? Each team pretty much collects their own evidence, and then we just compare it with each other. But like I said with Parafam, if you need help with your evidence, get up with us. We'll be glad to help you with it.
Mm-hmm.
I will never go in a room that has a bunch of dolls. Ghosts don't scare me really, but dolls freak me out. You sound like Brian Horton now.
I have at least 10 of them in a room here.
Let's see. Joy said, what is the newest things you have learned about spirits?
Well, always learning something. How about you guys? It's like I can't think right now, but
I learn something every day. I'm not going to lie to you.
yeah, I learn something all the time.
Newest thing I've learned, I would say this in the last probably 12 months, the newest thing I've learned is that you cannot outrun them. Don't think you're going to run from something. What are you running from?
Yeah.
Where are you going to go to? Because they are going to be a lot faster than you. I can promise you that.
Yeah, that's for
That's
sure. Right. Yep.
Brian said, send out the link. I just sent it to you, Brian. Come on in. Can spirits see us and colors? That's a good question. I know certain spirits can see us. Intelligent spirit will be able to see us, but I can't speak about colors. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've come
It's
across an EVP
know.
where we discovered through that EVP where we asked a question if they could see us, and they did not respond in any kind of way for that. But when we asked if they could feel us, they responded that they could. So it was my interpretation with that particular spirit that they couldn't necessarily see us, but they could feel us somehow. I don't know, maybe some telepathy or something. I'm not sure how that works, but I think some can, some maybe they can't.
Yeah,
well,
that's right.
I've asked spirits like, what color shirt am I wearing? And if I'm wearing a red shirt, you'll hear red, or if it's purple, I'll hear purple. If it's black, I'll hear black. I've done that many times.
Yeah.
Many times. And they will tell you.
That goes to question. I remember this one of the last investigations me and Brian was on. I was drinking a bottle of water just like this, and of course it wasn't empty then; it was full. But I held it up and I had the recorder going, and I said, "Can you tell me what is in this bottle?" You know, because I would rather have when I ask the EVP question, I want a definite answer. So when I said, "Can you tell me what is in this bottle?" through the recorder upon review, we got an EVP that whispered water.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Brian.
Brian.
What's up, Mr. Laverty?
Well, I was coming up to talk to Cody. Cody, why aren't you putting up more stink? This is about you, buddy.
Because then I turn around and say, this is about the community. You know?
That's it.
And I love that it's very active tonight. As you put it.
It's very active. It's very, very active.
Yeah, the comments.
There's a lot of comments coming through.
They have rolled, brother.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's go ahead and catch up a few here.
DNTV. Hey, Brian, is that Drew or who is that?
That's Sherry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Sherry.
That could be
okay.
That
Sherry,
could be
I never got
at this
back
point.
to you. I'll get back. Sherry, I'll get back to you. I didn't get a chance to get back to you today. I'll get back to you.
So Jenny says, Karen, are you serious, or was this in your dream? So I guess that's a comment question there.
Mm-hmm.
Joy said, do spirits know who you are before you get there?
Brian's got a good answer.
Cody's throwing Brian under the bandwagon. Let's hear what Brian's got to say about that.
Come on, Brian. You can do it.
Talk about that new episode you got too.
I missed it. What am I supposed to be answering?
Do spirits know who you are before you get there?
Ooh.
Because I've heard you talk about it before.
You know what? I would. That's a tough question. I've gone to places multiple times, and they've said my name.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, no, I don't think so. I don't think they know who you are.
Do you think that they know you're? Do you think they know you're coming? That someone's going to come there? Sometimes I feel like they know before we even
especially
get there.
if you've been there before.
Well, that's true. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, like the premiere that I did tonight, the Haunted Abandoned Church, like I captured an EVP that said "Brian, be gone," and
Wow.
I've been there like 4 or 5 times, and I've even asked on the spirit box without even me saying my name, tell me my name, but I'd already been there like 3 or 4 times, and it said
Mhm.
Brian 3 times
Wow.
Wow.
on the SB7.
I
And
can't
again,
wait to watch it.
I heard Patty earlier say about the SB7. You know, when you get certain words on there, you would not definitely hear them on the radio station.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I find it very interesting when you ask a question like, "What is my name?" and it says your name.
Yep.
So you're telling me there's like
I
you're
know.
telling me. So you're telling me
one
all of a
knot.
sudden,
Got 1 minute.
literally ask that question and then it says
Mhm.
my name.
I
Somebody on
know.
the radio has said Brian. Like
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
the
I know.
chances of that happening are, I think, impossible.
I know.
But
Especially with these unique names that are out there.
yeah, well, that's funny you say that because when we were in the UK, we captured a name on the SB7. That's a very, very unusual name. And
Mhm.
I don't think you would hear it on the radio. And it was Nando. How
I
common
remember
is
you telling me
Nando?
that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I
It's
Yeah.
remember
not
you telling
common
me
at
that.
all. So,
No,
and
not
it's
at all.
Mhm.
and at the beginning it said Hi Lex, and then it said
Wow.
Nando, and then it said Nando, and you can
Wow.
clearly hear the Nando. And
Mhm.
but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. You think they might know who you are when you get there because they're in the they're at the other side,
I
so they
feel like
probably
they
know a lot
do.
more. They know obviously a lot more
Mhm.
than us. Maybe they do
Mhm.
know, but you know what? It's one of those things where I don't think it's a question that can be answered, to be honest,
Right.
because
Yep.
we just
Yeah.
really don't know.
Exactly.
No.
So
Exactly. We don't know until we're there, and then how are we going to come back and tell everybody through the spirit box?
Yeah.
it's
You
funny.
know?
It was funny. I was at a location. It was a canal, and this place. And to be honest, when I walked up to this place, I said, "We're not going to get anything tonight. This is going to be one of those investigations where we're going to get zilch."
Mhm.
And we captured a lot, and especially off the K2. And
Wow.
we asked a question which I think a lot of people have asked in the past. And my question was, are you able to come back and forth?
Mhm. I've asked
Yeah.
that question.
And the K2 went off like that
Mhm.
as soon as I
Mhm.
asked that question.
Yep.
And it was interesting because, I think we all wonder that.
Yeah.
And you guys were talking about something earlier about being trapped. And that told me that they're not really trapped. They're
Mhm.
able to come back and forth if they want. They're
Mhm.
able to go somewhere else.
They
But I
have
think
free will.
yeah, I think they stay in the one place because that's the
Mhm.
place they know.
Yeah. The
Mhm.
place they
So
choose.
yeah,
Mhm.
and graveyards for me. I know Patty, you like to do graveyards.
I'm
Graveyards for
sorry.
me. You do graveyards though.
I do. It's my least favorite, but it's the
Yeah,
easiest thing to go do when you don't have anything else to investigate,
yeah.
you know?
Um, my feeling is on graveyards, like, why would they want to stay there?
I don't think that they do, and from what spirits have told me in my EVP sessions from graveyards is they knew I was coming, so that's why they're there.
Yeah.
They heard their
Okay.
name being called out, or they knew that somebody was at their grave. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking because I asked, "Do you just hang around here all the time?" "No, I don't." "Why did you
Yeah.
come here?" "You're here." So it's
Yeah.
like, "Wow, okay."
I think what people and what I try to do in a lot of my investigations is ask the questions, like ask different types of questions, because I think generally we get into that rut where we ask the same questions all the time.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And
I'm bad for that.
and I'm there to find the answers. I'm just not there to find out if you're female
Yeah.
or if you're, how many spirits are here with us right now,
Right. I
or,
right.
how did you die, or, the common questions. I like to get into it a
Yeah.
little more deeper than that. And,
I like to
and
start out with that, but then I also like to
yeah,
throw in like, what did you like to do when you were here alive on Earth? Stuff like that.
yeah,
I try
yeah,
to
for
throw that in
sure.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. I've had the question many times thrown at me. Why do you always introduce yourself? And my answer to that is, I think if you go in there with the intention of being very respectful,
Mm-hmm.
you're more than likely going to get the responses that you want. They're going
Yeah, I
to
Right.
talk
agree.
to you,
I
and
agree.
they're going to come forward,
Mm-hmm.
and all that
Just like
stuff.
him.
I've seen many videos, people walking in and being very, very disrespectful right off the
Oh
bat,
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
and they wonder why they're not catching very much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
So
Raymond Newsom said, "Do spirits see color? We used a green laser grid at Bobby Mackey's, and in an EVP, it said that it looked white."
Hmm. Well, I mean, I've asked what color shirt am I wearing so many times, and I usually get the color.
Yeah.
So they must be able to see color. I've gotten it too many times to say that there's no way it said that. It's
Yeah.
happened hundreds of times.
And Joy asked, "Can spirits experience things like flavor or food or drink through you after entering your body?" That I
Mm,
cannot answer.
I don't know about that either.
it's definitely an interesting question for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, anything. You know what? I think we all can agree that we've seen a lot on our investigations.
Hmm.
Amen.
Anything is possible.
Yep.
Anything is possible.
Yes, it
So
is.
And Joy also said, "Are there people who let spirits in to experience things?"
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I always tell
Yeah,
them
I
to
would.
use my energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. I would say yes to that. There's some really good questions coming up here,
Yep.
guys.
Hmm.
What's up, Dom?
Hello, Dom.
And it's funny about the food thing, because I did an investigation. I had a woman. She was a medium. Her name was Patty, and fantastic medium. And we were doing an investigation at a house, a residential house, and they've been experiencing a lot of different things. And we captured a lot that night, but they really wanted to let the spirits go
Hmm.
and leave. And not like they didn't like them or anything like that. They just felt like they needed to move on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hmm.
And
Right.
so what we did was we had a dinner before the investigation. And we
Oh.
actually set out plates for them to have dinner as well.
Oh, wow.
And also cake. We also had cake for them as well.
Hmm.
And Patty had native Indian in her.
Hmm.
So that was something that they do for the spirits to help them have their final meal and leave.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So she believes they can. She believes
Yeah.
that they can eat, they can taste, and stuff like that. So I found that really interesting. And the real interesting about that was that night during the dinner we were not allowed to talk.
Hmm.
We had to keep quiet. And it
Hmm.
was just really, really cool. It's something I'd never experienced before. It was quite I'm sorry, I'm going to use this word. It was quite exhilarating, actually.
Indubitably.
Yeah.
And it was really, really interesting, and it's something I'd never seen before.
Look at this
And
question.
I just thought it was great.
Can spirits have intimate relations for real with live people?
Go
I've
watch
heard
that movie
stories.
Entity. Go watch Entity. That's all I
Okay,
got to say.
okay, I got something for you on that one as well.
What'd you
Okay.
do, Brian?
Uh-oh.
Well, it
Oh,
wasn't
shit.
me. It wasn't me. I did an investigation about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, I think it was. I think you guys know this. Um, this woman was experiencing stuff in her house and sexual things. To be
Oh,
honest.
you did? Yeah, I remember you talking
Yeah,
about that.
and in the middle of the night or during the night, beginning of the night before she would fall asleep, she would hear whispering in her ear, and then when she would wake up in the morning, her top was undone, the bra was undone,
Oh,
and you know that,
wow.
yeah, and then sometimes the bottoms, the pajama bottoms were down to her ankles.
Oh, my God.
And when she wasn't sleeping with pajama bottoms on, her underwear would be across the room. And
Wow.
I literally asked on the recorder, "Are you watching and playing with her at night?" And it said yes.
Oh, wow. Brian, have
So
you seen that movie, Entity?
no, I haven't actually.
You gotta watch. You guys gotta watch that. Wow, that's an older movie, older paranormal show, but it's really good and it's based on a true story.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think it's possible. I think this ghost really, really had a fascination with this woman,
Yeah.
and
Hello, ghost trackers.
just was in love with this woman.
Yeah.
And it's I'd heard of it, but I'd never been around it and experienced it. But
Mhm.
there's a photo that's out on the net. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but two spirits having sex on a bed.
What?
Yeah, you guys haven't seen that picture? It's
Mm-mm.
incredible. It's an
No, I haven't.
incredible picture, and
What?
I will try to find it and I'll send it to you.
All right.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
any of you
Dom-
three have a kid in your room right now?
Not me. I hear that though. It's not me.
I thought I heard like a little kid or something say something when Brian started talking.
I'm hearing something through my headphones.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
hearing
that's
a
weird.
child. I'm hearing a child.
I mean, I've got mine in the room, but
Yeah.
I heard it through my headset in like one
Yeah.
of y'all's feeds. That was weird.
Same here. I wondering which one it was. Cause it's not here. Mine are. They're older, but they're upstairs in their rooms.
Well, mine's grown and gone.
We'll have to listen back to that. I heard it too.
I've been hearing it for a while actually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually DNTV's comment. That's kind of what I heard.
These headphones are incredible. I could hear a flea fart from 5 miles away with these headphones.
Dom says some
Same
spirits
here.
will call your name even if you haven't been there before. That it's happened to him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, so somebody commented on my video tonight, and they said, "Wow, you captured some incredible EVPs on that video. You must have excellent hearing." I go, "No, I just got good ear headphones. They're incredible headphones."
Wow. I gotta watch that as soon as we're done here. I want to watch it for
The
sure.
Brian Be Gone kind of threw me off, to be honest.
I can
Yeah.
imagine.
I've been there I've been there like 5 times, and
Mhm.
the first part of that video, I brought 2 new guys that had never been there before, and we walked in, and it said "Get out, assholes" twice.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if it was really aimed at me or aimed at the 2 guys that I was with.
Yeah.
So, it's funny that video. They were more focused on finding out if there was a second floor or an attic than actually doing the investigation. So, and at one point I go, "Guys, listen, we're in a creepy ass place, and you're worried about if there's an attic or a second floor."
Yeah.
So Joy had a
God.
question. Said, "Do you think spirits who have died will influence someone to like smoke because they miss it themselves?"
I think
don't know.
you know what I think. I don't know if it's. I think any spirit can influence anybody to do anything. Does she smoke? That's why the smoking came
really.
up. Yeah.
Oh.
I think we've all, well, we haven't experienced, but I think we all know of somebody or an investigator getting, getting taken over and doing
Yeah.
something that they're not supposed to do.
Right.
So yeah, it's very possible for sure.
Mhm.
Jason said, "I know that the more you investigate a location, the more comfortable they become with you. It's the same thing with physical people. You have to build a relationship."
Yeah, I built a really, and I even went there by myself once, and that was a scary ass friggin' night. But yeah, I think I have built a rapport with these spirits because they know who I am when I walk in. So,
Hmm.
which
Yep.
is great. And I'm telling you guys, if you guys ever come up the Canada way, I'm taking you to this church because it's gonna blow your fucking mind. The amount
Hell
of
yeah.
EVPs you capture.
Wow.
I'm just waiting for that chair that's in the center of the room to move,
Me too.
and I want it to move so badly. And I know one of these times that I get there, it's going to move. But it's not. You know what? I'll be honest. Like there's absolutely nothing malicious there at all. There's just a
Hmm.
lot of spirit, and it's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
kinds of different ones. I've even captured the little voice of a boy in that place.
Hmm. Yeah.
So there's so much going on in that place, and I'm telling you, if that place went up for sale, I'd be buying it
Yeah.
instantly. Clean it up and make it a spot where people can investigate. For
Yeah.
sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. But security
Hmm.
cameras in there.
That'd
Yeah.
be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So Joy said, if the spirits knows your name, does that really mean it's a demon instead of a ghost? That's a
no.
word that people
Mhm.
throw around a lot as demon, and no, a spirit can know your name without it being a demon.
Yeah. 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 I don't believe it has to be a demon.
I've had a spirit respond about my laser. They said green dots. Some see, some can't.
Yeah.
Now, is that possible because they wore glasses when they
In
were
real
living?
life, yeah, it might be. Contact fill up.
Yeah.
I'll be
You
Dom
right
can't
back,
take
said,
guys.
you
okay,
can't
Miss
take the
Hattie.
glasses with you.
Raymond G. Newsom, they do see colors. That happens a lot to me when asking them. Then Dom said, I love cemetery, not just for paranormal, but it also like meditate and think.
Yeah, I can see
Interesting.
that for
Yeah.
sure.
The body as well, but they are not there all the time. Hey guys, how are you all? Much respect, love investigating graveyards. Ghost Trackers UK.
See, I just yeah, I know people love graveyards and stuff like that. For me, I would just do what
Un-
Dom's doing.
Unless it's
Just
a
go in
part of the
there and
property or
meditate.
something, I don't really go into
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, just I find I've been to, I think in my years of doing this, I think I've been to 5 graveyards at most. And I actually captured what looks like to be an apparition. And it was a white light going across. I was probably about 75 yards away from it, and you see this white light go across the fence, and that was pretty cool. But other than that, I might get a few whispers here and there, but nothing really saying anything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Dom said, I think when you do give offering to the spirits, they will be more receptive and
active.
something active.
Yeah,
Yeah. Active for you. Do you to your respect. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So how's everybody's day been? I watched your show this morning, Cody. Um, I only watched part of it, because I
That's
was at the
fine.
gym.
I'm
Yeah, I was
having
at the
issues
gym.
with it, so
Are you?
Yeah.
it's whatever. I'm sure to get better though. They're working on it.
Yeah. Is that a?
I
That's
am
a
gonna
new.
have a guest on there next week, so that should be a good
Who's your
experience.
guest next week? Are you allowed to say?
Yes, I just haven't put it up yet, just because I don't know if we're gonna be doing testing with the stream or not. But it's gonna be Jesse from Moonphase Paranormal. He's made some of my equipment.
Oh, okay.
He's a great guy, and even though he's gonna be kind of doing away with making equipment, he's gonna start doing more investigations. So I'm glad to hear that he's wanting to jump, full into that. So I'll love to have him on and see what his plans are.
Very
Maybe he'll
cool.
talk about some of the equipment too. So
Very cool. Speaking of equipment, Mr. Robert.
yeah, Robert,
Oh man, we are
What
working
is
Yeah.
hard.
going
Dude.
on with Paratech?
I need to know.
We are working right now. My guys are working on a piece of equipment that's going to change everything. I'm serious. They are building a full spectrum analyzer.
Okay, well that's great, but I'm still waiting for the website so we can put it up on Parapost.
Yeah. Well, we got to have a little more than 2 or 3 items to be able to put the website up.
Well, you know what? You always start somewhere. If it's 2 or 3 items, still get that website up so I can
That's
put it
right.
up on the site. You just
Yeah.
add more as it goes along.
Yeah.
Never
Well, what
lonely
we're
at
looking at,
ghostonly.com.
well, yeah,
What?
I seen that. Ghostonly.com.
Oh.
Raymond Newsom said you're never lonely at ghostonly.com.
Yeah.
I was laughing when y'all first talked about all that. I was horse laughing.
We've got quite a few episodes where they've talked about that. Dom said Brian is obsessed with that chair.
Oh God, I want that fucking chair to move. I want it to move.
You guys can make a ghost hunting school. New idea,
Listen.
Brian.
You know what, Dom? You know me, and if you came to that church and saw that chair sitting in the middle of the room, you wanted to move.
That's what you look at.
wanted to move. And you know, I captured a EVP I captured a nice voice off the spirit box, saying, in the chair, if you see the chair, it says I think it says don't sit, but on the SB7 I captured come sit. There is no way on this heavenly earth that I am ever going to sit in that chair.
Yes, you are.
There's no way I'm going to sit in that
Request it.
chair. I like looking at it. I've tried to get other people to sit in the chair and they won't sit in it. So, yeah. So I'm just afraid I'm going to bring something home if I sit in that chair.
Joy said take rookies out to train them correctly and how to gather info.
Damn rookies.
Yeah. There was an experiment where they showed static on TVs and used it to contact ghosts. Have you guys tried that? I guess it's the same thing as the static apps and stuff they came out with, just trying to communicate kind of like the SB7, but where the SB7 scans AM, FM frequencies, the static box just puts a straight static out there.
That's a form of ITC,
Yeah.
but I've never tried it.
That would be cool. Taking a TV out there and put it on the channel with, like in Poltergeist.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Go up to the TV and see if anything comes through.
I'd love someone to bring Chad Kalick on their podcast. Do any of you know who he is? I can't say that I do.
Never heard of him. What's his group called?
Yeah. What's his group, Jonathan? Karen, Mom, how did you see the comment? I'm in a live video chat. Yes, that was really in my dream. I was serious at Jeannie Goodwin.
Not sure what that is.
Oh, that might have been a wrong text chat. Brian, I want it to move. Just checking the live video, bro.
It's killing me. And it's a rocking chair, right? So it's easy to move. You'll see in the video tonight. I lift up my leg and put my foot on the chair and move it. It's very easy to move, but I know one time I'm going to get it to move. I just know it.
Yeah. So Joy says, has any of you had a premonition and had a ghost verify it for you?
No, not me.
I can't say that I have. Miss Patty might have, but I haven't. Dom said I would sit in it and stay there.
I know you would.
Do an Esty session.
I know you would. I've been tempted to do an Estes method. I really have. I've been, thinking about it, but I haven't been back to the church. I haven't been in that church since I think it last November. So I got to get back up there. It's great.
So Chad was on the show Paranormal State, and he does his own movies, and Two-Face the Gray was his movie. His whole life has been paranormal. Put him in touch with me, Jonathan. I'll talk to him, see if we can get him on one of our shows. We got enough shows that we can split him around and find out who he is.
Well, I'll get him on our shows. I'll put him on Through the Lens.
Yeah.
Something just went by. Cody, you have something in your place. Something just went by you. Yeah, you have something. Yeah, something just went behind you. You have something in your place. Just letting you know.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. My family's come in, but they're all the way.
No,
in the
something just
kitchen.
went behind. A black shadow just went behind you.
This is my keyboard. No, maybe not.
No, it was definitely behind
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Good thing we're live. We can go back and look at it.
Yeah, we've had some
Well,
weird things happen.
You might not see it, but I definitely saw it. So,
Yeah.
Let's talk about this lot back here.
No. Sometimes I see him on the videos, but most of the time I don't. So it's just like if I walk into a place, if I'll see. Sometimes I'll see them right away. It's just a matter of capturing it on camera or hearing their voices. My sensitive.
I did too, Raymond.
It's
Yeah,
weird that you say that because we've had ever since Trivet Clinic. There's been
You have a male
things
there.
happening.
Just to let you know, you have a male there.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So
She's gonna freak out when I tell her that.
no, don't tell.
Investigation
No,
time.
don't tell her. Don't tell her. If she's gonna freak out, don't tell her.
And she's okay. I ain't gonna say that. We've seen
Don't
things.
tell her.
We've
But
seen
you,
things here.
you definitely have a male there for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Well, we pushing the 2 hour 20 mark.
Oh, Raymond said he's heard that little kid thing again too.
Yeah, I
you
heard
might
it a while
hear
ago too.
you hear mine's talking a lot now too. So
I'm hearing it right now as well.
Yeah, that's mine actually.
Okay.
She's
Dom
running
said
around.
it was not far from that flashing sign when Brian said it. It is to the right.
Yeah. So I was right,
Oh,
Dom.
wow.
Right. Yeah, I was right. 'Cause Dom, you know what? Dom is a sensitive as well. So he'll see that kind of stuff as like me. So yeah. Yeah, you have a male there, buddy. I don't know where you got it from, but you have a male there.
It's either might have been Trivet Clinic or after.
When was the last time you went?
Well, see, like after Trivet Clinic, I went to work one day and I was like, my neck is burning and I had scratch marks. I think I still have the photos. I'm going to have to post them up one day because I haven't really talked about it at all. But I had prominent scratch marks and they were there for a few days and it couldn't have been from anything that I'd done previously. And ever since then, we've had weird things happening. She saw like a shadow in the top of the corner of the room one time, and then we was actually sitting here at the computers one day, and one of these doors, the doorknob, like moved, and I think it was during one of y'all's streams that it happened. It might have been on one of the channels, and I said something about it, so it's weird that it happened during one of the streams too.
What do you mean by that, Tom? He is lurking from the far door in the back. He is, yeah, definitely. I don't know if it's a door though. I think it's part of the wall.
This is a window.
Oh, this is the window.
It's just a curtain.
Yeah, he is definitely around back behind you.
Joy says, "Will holy water affect ghost?"
See, that's a tough question. Like I have holy water here, and I don't use
got
it.
you right on your neck, didn't it?
So,
oh wow,
this was a while, and it's not like I've shaved because you can tell I have like little hairs. I didn't shave or nothing. So, and then it got even redder, and it was like that for a week, man, and it burned for a few days. It was weird.
And you got that at Trivet?
It was shortly after the Trivet investigation, like a week after.
right? Yeah, I can see
So-
it. Yeah, 3 little scratches there, right?
It's a few. It's like 4 or 5.
Actually, it looks like 5. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna have to post those up one day because I've kept them, but I've just not ever talked about it.
So when Dom, just to make sure, when I said I saw something behind him, it walked right past him, going from me looking at the screen right now from right to
Like
left, right?
this way?
You saw that? Yeah.
And that's
From
weird because the
that
family
way,
had just come in.
no, like
then you
it
said
was
that after.
behind you. It was behind you.
I'm
going
just trying
right
to
from
connect
behind
it though. Like
Yeah.
maybe they showed up and it was just like, I'm gonna go off this way now and go to them. I don't know. That's weird.
you. Yeah. So 2 hours and 22 minutes. I think this is the longest that you've done a podcast.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
what I'm
something
going to
world
do,
record.
is I'm going to go down so you can ask your final questions to Cody. since this is his interview, and you could ask him his final questions. And copyright. Remember that copyright. So no questions from Through the Lens.
What if I tell you Lex signed off on it?
Okay, guys. Cody, nice seeing you. I think Patty sent me a message saying she had to go eat.
Yeah, she messaged me too.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. Thanks for bringing me up. It was nice.
No problem, brother.
Everybody, it was nice meeting everybody who was in the
I'm gonna
chat.
watch your video here soon.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're gonna be watching in a minute.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right, brother. Later.
Talk soon. Hey, we're supposed to be meeting tonight.
What time?
Robert, we're supposed to be going through that video tonight.
Yeah. Elton got his internet. I'll get up with him and send you a message.
Okay, buddy. Thanks,
right.
guys. Talk soon.
Later,
Ciao.
brother.
Later.
All right, Mr. Cody. Well, I hate it went that long, but man, a lot of people's interested in a lot of things.
Had some interesting things tonight for sure.
Yes, sir. Interesting shadow figure behind you. I mean, hey, I tell you.
I think they're seeing stuff, you know. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and watch. I definitely heard the little kid's voice, and I know.
Yeah, I did. So. I did too, and that was before your children come home.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's here but me and my dog, and my wife, and she's like way around y'all napping.
It was good stuff.
But yeah, we've had a good podcast, and I know Miss Patty had to step away, but I want to thank Patty and Eldon and Brian Horton, everybody who's been involved, and I really want to thank everybody in the comments for coming in and chatting and asking questions and just showing Cody and First Line Paranormal some love, because they really deserve it. Good team coming up, great things. Everybody followed them and subbed to them. You're really going to be glad you did. But, well, wait a minute. We got Brian Horton coming back.
Brian.
What's up, brother?
Not much, man.
I sent Brian a message. I don't know if he ever replied back to me or not.
What'd you send?
It was a while back. I think it was when Robert got in contact with me.
I got so many messages I can't keep up with them.
It was about Trivet too. Hey,
I'm back, Miss Patty.
Next time you send me a message, put important.
Yeah, it was about Trivet, so I'm sure you're probably busy around that time. So
yeah.
Well, my daughter just messaged me, and she's getting ready to premiere something, so I'm gonna go and watch it. I had to eat something real quick. I'm pre-diabetic, and when I start feeling that feeling, I don't know if you know, but I had to get out of here and go eat something real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. We're getting ready to end it. And Miss Patty, I want to say thank you for coming on with us tonight. We really appreciated you being here.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Thank you much. I'm sorry I had to get off because my phone's going crazy. Everybody's on hotspot watching TV.
I know how it is down there on that beach internet, brother.
Yep.
All right. Well, it was an honor, and thank you so much for inviting me up.
Thanks, Miss Patty.
And you're welcome. And I'll talk to you in a little while. Or did you want to talk about that tonight, or
if you get time? Yeah, if you get time, we got some questions for you. That way, I can go ahead and start on your videos.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
All right. We'll be in touch soon. Thanks, dear.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All
right. So, B, we hit almost 2:30 here.
Yep.
But we've had good reaction from the crowd. I really appreciate everybody. Like I said a while ago, love your support. We appreciate everything. Everybody's on here saying been an awesome show. And Raymond said, nah, that light behind your head keeps blacking out, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, because I was sitting like this, I think, and boom. Well, it's not that fast though. It's weird. I don't know. I have to watch back.
Patty good night. But I believe we're gonna call it, everybody. Cody, we thank you, brother. We support you. Welcome to the Para Fam, and look forward to working with you, man.
You gonna have me on there officially, right?
Yes, sir.
Our team on the Para Fam.
No.
I'm interested.
I'm gonna stick you in the back room, and we're gonna talk to you about that real quick.
Get over here, bud.
I'm gonna roll my credits, and we'll meet you in the back, bud.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, brother.
See you, everybody.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody for watching.
B, that was a heck of a show. I know you didn't get to be on all of it, but I'm sure you watched it.
I was cooking a hibachi steak and teriyaki chicken and all that while I was watching it.
Yeah, but we just want to thank everybody, man. Everybody's saying awesome show tonight. We appreciate it. We'll be live next week. And Brian, do you remember the guest next week? Because I gotta look at the schedule here.
Is it Daryl Phil or somebody?
No, next week is actually Miss Patty Adams.
Oh, yeah, Patty, yeah.
And we're gonna have a pop-up show probably Sunday, or I think Sunday if we can. I'm not sure. But Barry reached out to me and he's wanting to do a pop-up show Sunday. So if you're back in time for that, we're gonna roll with it.
We probably, I think checkout's 11. You know, if it's that afternoon, that night,
It'll be late that evening. Yeah.
I should be back that afternoon sometime.
All right. Dom says, thanks for the live night. All have a blessed night. Thanks, Dom. We appreciate it, brother. But Brian, until next week, brother, anything you want to tell these people? Download Parapost, I know. Check out DNTV.
That's right.
Global,
and also,
PD, Parafam. Check us all out, man.
Get ready to shock the system.
That's right. All right, everybody. I'm going to roll the outros, and we will catch you next time, man. Much love.
Yeah.